Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. We aim for gold and glory, yet sometimes we fall short. Or miss. Or, you get the point. No matter what trials we face, having the right financial partner can help every champion live up to their potential and forge a path to victory. Addition Financial, count us in.
No business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
My name is Brent Bishop. I'm a fitness expert, kinesiologist. I own a studio, Think Fitness Studios. And aside from that, I'm a fitness expert on a national program that airs weekly. And what I experienced today, it's still kind of blowing me away, actually. Because, you know, I'm used to working out and pushing myself to the limit. On two particular exercises, I didn't think, like, I couldn't do anything else, definitely, physically. And then just to be able to all of a sudden perform with good form and bang out, 3 to 5 more reps on something, it just blew me away. So, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it.
The FHSA reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship.
Play strong, play hard, play fair.
Fans, don't embarrass your school, your kids, or yourself.
It's just a game. Now be a great fan.
Be a great fan.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. But sometimes we swing and miss. And having the right financial partner can help us live up to our potential. Addition Financial, count us in.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion within.
In the world of sports, every decision shapes your future.
At Influencer Counsel, we understand the importance of making the right choices and having wise counsel.
With our experienced legal team by your side, you can rest easy.
Taxation obligations, investment opportunities, and purchasing assistance can mean the difference in short-term and long-term success.
Our branding specialists work tirelessly to build and elevate your personal brand, making sure you stand out on and off the field. Join Influencer Counsel and maximize your opportunities.
Unleash the champion within.
It's Friday Night Lights, Week 10 edition, which means some teams are on the bubble for the playoffs, while others are in prime championship form. Varsity Sports Nation welcomes you to Memorial Stadium in Orlando, home of the undefeated Bishop Moore Hornets. For the first time ever, they'll face the 4-4 Florida State University High School Seminoles. Welcome to Friday Night Lights on Varsity Sports Nation. I'm Jared Oliver alongside the Lake Mary alum Ryan Hennessy. Ryan, Bishop Moore has been dominant all season, 8-0. But tonight and next week against Lake Mary, we'll find out how good this Hornets team really is.
Yeah, they've got a test from here on now as they head into the playoffs. But what a challenge tonight. Homecoming, a beautiful night for some Friday Night Football. Good to see you, old friend.
Yeah, you as well. So Bishop Moore is averaging 40-plus points a game on offense. But even head coach Mac Hedrick told us he wants to see his defense play a lot better, especially after giving up over 400 yards on the ground last week against Tavares.
Yeah, a lot of commits on the offensive side of the ball. Want to see the defense have hustle and really effort to really stop this offense. A lot of injuries on the other side of the ball, but we're going to talk about that through this broadcast. What a matchup, though. Two coaches that have been here a long time, going head-to-head for the first time. Should be special.
Yeah, for sure. Now, 4-4 is what Florida High is. Their record isn't the best. They've had a riddle of injuries, but make no mistake, this Seminoles team, they match up talent, speed, and size with Bishop Moore. How do the Seminoles pull the upset tonight?
Well, it could have helped if you had your starting quarterback and your starting running back, Jared, but they don't have either. We just talked to the head coach, and that's going to be hurting, and that's why they have that 4-4 record. He said that he has had a losing record all but 1 year, the head coach of the Seminoles, so a test tonight. 4-4 could be 4-5 if lost tonight.
Bishop Moore is 8-0, off to their best start since 2015 when they won it all. Florida High will try to play spoiler tonight on homecoming. Kickoff is coming up next here on Varsity Sports Nation from Memorial Stadium. Welcome back to the show at Memorial Stadium. Bishop Moore hosting Florida State's University High School for the first time ever. Two coaches with 20-plus years of experience at their respective schools. It's going to be a great matchup here. And we have two sophomore quarterbacks playing tonight and Blake McCullough and also Jamie Miller, 2 sophomore QBs. Both can spin the rock. Ryan, what are you looking forward to seeing from these 2 young guns?
Yeah, we'll start with McCullough. I mean, a hard worker, intentional about how he prepares. We talked to Coach Hendrick before for Bishop Moore. Number 7's dangerous for this team, and he's going to show it here on Friday. 8-0 record. That's no lie. They're playing great, but this is the stretch we talked about before we went to break earlier that's really going to matter. How can they go against these teams from Tallahassee, some school like Lake Mary next week? These are going to be the tests as they go into the playoffs. It should be interesting. And on the other side, the Seminoles, I mean, Jamie Miller got put in a situation as a sophomore that you really don't get put into a lot. You've got a senior quarterback that goes down with an injury. He only played 1 game. The senior quarterback had 4 touchdowns, but guess what? The sophomore has the ball, and you're going to see a 35 on the quarterback's jersey number. You don't see that a lot. We'll talk about that later, though. But, man, he's been playing good, a dual threat, and Coach told us before the game that Coach Hickman said this quarterback, Miller, on the FSU High School Seminole side, he's going to be dangerous. He's just a sophomore, though. He can run it and throw it.
Yeah, we had a chance to talk to the head coach for Bishop Moore, Matt Hedrick, on the field, and a lot of people think Bishop Moore is going to run away with this game, but he says, like, as far as size, talent, and speed, it could be a close one. So we'll see how things shake out here. Bishop Moore did win the toss. They elected to receive. So back for Bishop Moore is going to be number 1, Malachi Estrada, and number 36, Zylan Garrett. And we are ready to go here. Keenan June will kick it away for the Seminoles. And we are underway at Memorial Stadium. This one will go into the end zone, so Bishop Moore will start things out from their own 20-yard line. And we'll get to see the sophomore quarterback lead his offense out for the first time. Blake McCullough, 6'1", 190 sophomore, and he's the next man up, Ryan.
Absolutely, next man up, and he's learned at a fast rate as a sophomore behind the guy last year as a freshman. And Coach Hedrick told us that really helped him progress. Now, this is his team, and he showed it so far. Perfect record. This team's dangerous, though, on the defensive side of the ball. Look out for number 21, Jared. I know we've been looking at him pregame, a dangerous player on defense for the Seminoles.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 20 for Bishop Moore. Quick pop pass on the near side, and here comes number 8. He's the speedster, Jackson Anderson, getting loose, weaving through traffic. Oh, ball comes out. And they've got it. And that's Magnus Talma. And he's going for a touchdown. First play of the game. We got fireworks. A fumble by Jackson Anderson, but it's picked up and carried into the end zone by Magnus Talma. 80-yard play overall, and Bishop Moore on the board. How about that?
Just how they drew it up, right?
That was wild. First play on offense turns into a touchdown. Anderson fumbled it. Talma picked it up and did the rest of the way.
And it was a good return, too. I mean, nothing against the return. He just fumbled the ball around the 45-yard line. It looked like he was taking it, maybe break a few tackles. It's like the fumble kind of helped them a little bit, popped it out to the away sideline there, and that's what teamwork's for, Jared.
Nico Salas on for the point after. He's perfect. A 6 for 6. And he drives that one through, 7 of 7. So how about the start for Bishop Moore on homecoming night? 1 play, 80 yards. You had a fumble, a recovery, and a touchdown. Bishop Moore in front, 7-0 in the first. I think we saw one of the craziest plays you can have on a first play. We had a jet sweep a pop pass. Jackson Anderson had it. Magnus Talma picked it up, recovered it, and took it 80 yards. A total of 80 yards on that play for a touchdown. So we'll see what Florida High can do to respond. They'll start this drive at their own 29-yard line, and we'll see the sophomore quarterback come out, Jamie Miller, 6'1", 145 sophomore.
Yeah, this guy's really had to step up when the team needed him most. You don't see a quarterback a lot. We're number 35. That's not a defensive back. That's the quarterback, just a sophomore, Jared. But he's been really good so far. The starter with injuries, so he stepped in. And we watched him before the game spinning the rock early on.
Yeah, he's taking over QB1 duties for Canyon Cowie. Miller was 14 of 19, 265 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. So Miller will start this under center, and they hand it off to Michael Jones, and he's the backup running back out there for Teagan Hackett, who's out with a hip flexor injury.
Jared, if you look at this offense by the Seminoles, danger all over the field. I mean, you've got so many weapons and so much size, so be ready to see them throw the ball a lot here on Friday night.
So check that. That's Bryson. No, that is, once again, Jones, this time off the far side. That's good for a first down. So a positive start here for the Noles here offensively.
And Jones stepping up because we talked to the coach before. The running back, this star, is out of this game. So that's a big, big blow for the Seminoles here. And hoping to get something going on the run game as well to have a balanced attack.
Only 2 rushing touchdowns on the season for Jones. That could change tonight. 1st and 10 for Florida High at their own 40. Back to Jones. Bounces it off the right side and met by a gang of Hornets for a gain of 2.
If you go back to that earlier play, you think about the aggression of Bishop Moore taking the ball first, saying, we want the ball, we're going to score. Not how they drew it up, but what an aggressive move to a team that we talked to Coach earlier. They don't really know a lot about this team, and really making a statement and putting the pressure back on the Seminoles here at home.
First time these two teams have met ever. Quick throw, far side, and that's caught by Keenan June, the 6', 180 senior, for a gain of about 4 on the play. It brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, it's tough in high school to have a 6-foot receiver. Try guarding 3 of them. That's what they've got on this team, and they're dangerous. Running back's 5'11", so they've got size across the offense here with the quarterback, impressive as well, 6'1". So this team is good, and this coach hasn't lost a lot of games in his time here. He's been here for 24 seasons. His dad was the coach before in Jared Hickman, so he knows how to coach some football.
Miller loads up deep. He's got Jalen Lurie inside the 15, and he's in for the touchdown. What a response by the Seminoles on their opening drive.
Looks like it's going to be a high-scoring game. What do you think?
Great execution there. We got fireworks, and we still have 9:38 to go in the first quarter.
So they run, so they have to respect the run. Then they throw the big pass to one of their big receivers there. Great scheme there by the offense for the Seminoles as they look to tie this up. Pretty good right there, Jared.
12th receiving touchdown on the season for Jalen Lurie. He's got offers to Mississippi Valley State, Savannah State, and also received an offer from Florida A&M yesterday.
Right in the backyard. I love it.
Got early movement on the point after try. Going to be an offsides on Bishop Moore.
Offside, Bishop Moore.
So Tucker Campbell will line up for the point after. Only 3 misses this year on point after tries. He's 22 of 25. Kick is up, good hold, and it's good. So how about the start we got here at Memorial Stadium on homecoming for Bishop Moore? Seminoles respond with fireworks themselves. Jalen Lurie puts the Seminoles on the board. 7 apiece here with 9:38 to go in the first. 9:38 to go in the first, and we already have 2 touchdowns on the board, 7 apiece. Jalen Lurie puts the Seminoles on the board, so Bishop Moore will get another chance to add to their point total. That one goes into the back of the end zone, so they'll start another drive from the 20. In the last drive, it took one play. They went down the field 80 yards. All it took was a fumble recovery by Magnus Talma.
Yeah, and the offense showing out on both sides of the ball here, Jared, and that was really impressive. A lot of run there, showing the Michael Jones' skill at the running back position, then just airs it out. The sophomore really showing that he's got an arm that they need to respect the rest of the game. We'll see if that defense changes by Bishop Moore when the Seminoles get back on offense.
All right, so here come the Hornets. Pistol formation, Amari Johnson, Central Florida's leading rusher in the pistol back. Anderson in motion. Quick throw to Kenyon Austin. That's the first time we've called his name tonight. And look at him go. Gain of 7 on the play. Check that, gain of 6 on his first reception. Austin, the Illinois commit, the 3-star, 6'2", 195 senior. Second down and 4 for Bishop Moore at their own 25. McCullough hands it off to Johnson. And he's been special all season, over 1,200 rushing yards coming into this game. And head coach Matt Hedrick told us he's just not the biggest guy. He's 5'11", 190, but he just knows how to run the ball, Ryan.
Absolutely. A guy who, the way he explained it to us when we called him earlier on the week was he could get a 99-yard run. They need to punch him for 1. They take him out of the game. He's got no issue with not getting the touchdown. A team player, and he showed it all year long.
The ultimate teammate. First down and 10 for Bishop Moore at their own 30. Back to Johnson on the ground and wrapped up quickly for a small gain of 2 there. Jason Harville, the leading tackler for Florida High, back in the lineup after being out with injuries.
And what a luxury it is to have a top running back. I mean, obviously the passing game is good as well, but to run the ball, slow the momentum down after 2 touchdowns quickly is going to be something of a luxury for this Bishop Moore team.
Second down and 8 for the Hornets. Back to the ground game for Johnson, bouncing off of tackles. Call it a gain of 6. It'll bring up third down and short for Bishop Moore.
That's now 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, you giving it to the guy who's leading Central Florida in rushing?
It wouldn't be a bad idea. There they do, up the middle. And just like we've seen all year, pinballing off a tackle, spinning as he crosses midfield. And what a gain by the Missouri State commit. Rushed for 156 last week and had 4 touchdowns on the ground, Ryan.
Yeah, and we were talking to Coach before. He doesn't blow you away with his size or his speed, but he could just run the football, and you saw it. I mean, yards after contact is the definition of this guy right here so far in this game.
Bishop Moore so well balanced on offense through the air and on the ground. McCullough dumps it off to Johnson. He can catch it out the backfield too. Nice gain of 8.
Amari Johnson for a 10-yard gain on the left side. Marcus Footman finally brought Amari down.
Marcus Footman on the tackle for Florida High.
That's a gain of 9. Should be 2nd and 1.
And we've seen this all year. Bishop Moore putting together methodical drives. They can speed it up, but they can also take their time and burn clock. Here they are on 2nd down and 1 from the Florida High 41-yard line. And this play blown dead. Got a penalty marker down.
It's on a defense, it looks like.
It will be an offside, so that's an automatic first down for the Hornets. So we've seen fireworks from both teams. Quick scores, anything that stood out to you so far, Ryan?
Just that they can do it in the air and they can do it on the ground. I mean, we knew about the running game. We knew about the quarterback. And so now it's, are they going to stay with the run game here to potentially go up 14-7? Looks like they've been doing it so far on this drive, but they could be throwing it as well.
First down throw for Bishop Moore, and that's Kenyon Austin. And that's going to be a matchup we'll keep an eye on all night. Kenyon Austin, the Illini commit against the 4-star corner for Florida High School, Isaiah Vickers. He's got offers to Florida State, Arkansas, and Mississippi State as well. Number 8 corner in the class of 2028.
2028. That's in a few years from now. That means he's going to be on Friday nights for a few. Not bad, right?
Yeah, and by the time he's done, he could end up being a 5-star. I'm sure Florida State would love to grab him if they can. 2nd and 10 for Bishop Moore. Here's Alston on the quick throw, trying to get away from a tackle, and he's wrapped up by the ankles after a short gain. Tackle made by Jamichael Alexander, the 5'9 sophomore.
A lot of momentum with the first few plays, kind of slowed down the momentum. The defense of the Seminoles really settling in now. We'll see if they try to attack the corners again in the air, or are they going to go back to their star running back here on the ground.
3rd down and 9 for Bishop Moore. 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen. McCullough sets up, takes a shot. He's got Jackson Anderson wide open. What a throw on the sideline. That'll be a 1st down inside the 15.
I mean, you're talking about, what are they, Dilfer dimes? That's a dime right there.
Beautiful touch on that throw. And Matt Hedrick told us that Blake McCullough is a guy, he's a gym rat, but he's also a guy who's a student of the game, and not to mention his uncle is the Fox commentator and former NFL tight end Greg Olsen. So he certainly got what he has what he needs between the ears.
Yeah, absolutely. Greg Olsen knows how to coach youth football. Is doing that at a very good level right now.
So we do have a quick water break. So as we've seen so far, 7-7, Bishop Moore driving down the field. Anything that stood out to you on this drive specifically?
Just that they can do it on both sides, running the ball, throwing the ball, and the quarterback really stepping up. What a throw that was right there.
Yeah, on 3rd and long.
We both worked in Birmingham. Trent Dilfer was the UAB coach. That was a Dilfer dime right there.
Dime.
And that was all on the quarterback. I mean, what a throw he had right there. Really a 3rd down where they needed it. Maybe it was 4-down territory. They've been struggling with the kicking game a little bit, so maybe they would have went for it. But what a throw right there, and what a statement to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, for sure. All right, 1st down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Johnson on McCullough's right hip. Johnson gets the carry. Bounces it off the right side. Man, he's breaking tackles all over this drive.
Don't worry, Jared. I'll count the broken tackles. That was 2 right there.
Gets it near the 10-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play. Second and 5 for the Hornets from the 10. They go back to Johnson, testing the perimeter. He's got speed, makes a cut, and tripped up near the 6-yard line.
A touchdown saving tackle right there, and a 1st down saving tackle as well. If he didn't miss that guy, then he would have been in the end zone. That was a really good tackle by the Seminoles to stop them from 6.
Jason Harville with the shoestring tackle, their leading tackler. And he's been out with injuries, so head coach Jared Hickman is happy that he's back in the lineup.
Yeah, good to have him back is what he was saying, and they showed it right there.
3rd and 1 for Bishop Moore from the 5. Johnson, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. I don't know. We'll see where they spot the football. Lenoris Patterson there on the tackle.
The defense sniffed that one out from the beginning. You get 3-4 guys right. You could break 2 guys. I don't know about 4.
All right, so it looks like it is 4th down. Offense remains on the field. I feel like everybody in the stadium knows where the ball is going here. They give it to Johnson. Bounces outside and in for the touchdown. What a drive by Bishop Moore. And this one was all Amari Johnson, the workhorse for the Hornets and Central Florida's leading rusher into the end zone.
Yeah, what a touchdown and what a run. So many broken tackles to get that touchdown, to take the lead, make another statement, and put the pressure back on the Seminoles. Bishop Moore looking good here in the first quarter.
That's touchdown number 21 on the ground for Amari Johnson this season.
That's pretty good, 21 touchdowns.
It's pretty efficient.
I know you were good in high school. Did you ever have 21, though? I mean,
I never had 21.
That's good to know.
Or 6'7".
Oh, boy.
Nico Salas on for the point after. Drives it through. Bishop Moore back in front, 14-7. So far, both teams perfect on their offensive drives. We'll take a quick break. 3:46 to go in the first on homecoming night for Bishop Moore. Two drives, two scores for Bishop Moore. They're back in front, 14-7. And Florida High will have their chance. And this is fielded. And Florida High will start this drive near the 27-yard line. And we'll see how the Seminoles respond to the touchdown drive from Bishop Moore.
And you looked at the last offensive drive by the Seminoles. It was run, 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 and then the dagger with the pass. Are they going to go straight pass? They've got the receivers to do it, or do they do a little bit of both? Kind of like what Bishop Moore did on that last drive. They're just exchanging blows on offense. Good offense on both sides.
Bishop Moore head coach Matt Hedrick was very impressed with this receiving core for Florida High. And we've already seen fireworks. Jalen Lurie already with a touchdown catch here in this game. 4 receivers set for the Noles. 1st and 10 from their own 27. Miller sprints to the left and throws near side, far side, and that's caught by number 3.
A righty rolling out left, not an easy throw there. A really good throw to
Derek Caldwell. So gain of 7 on the play, and Florida High using some tempo here. We'll see what the sophomore quarterback can do, getting the pre-snap adjustments ready. This time they go back under center. Michael Jones, the deep back. Quick throw to Lurie. And that's good for a first down as he crosses the 40-yard line.
So the quick throws are the move here on this first drive, and it's working. So you see if they keep doing it, they're going to show a little bit of run. But the offense is working for the Seminoles.
And Bishop Moore head coach Matt Hedrick was concerned the way his defense played a week ago. Certainly another challenge here tonight. 1st and 10 for the Seminoles in the I formation. They give it to Jones. He's got space up the middle. What a cut! And gets to the secondary. And that'll be a first down.
Looked like a little slip there. New turf this year. We talked to Coach about the new turf. He said our team's got it under control, but some of these teams coming in, slippery new turf, maybe that had an issue there. He could have had a few more yards on that one.
So the Seminoles moving the ball as well, offensively. First and 10 for Florida High at the Bishop Moore 42. This time 2 running backs in the backfield. Gabriel Miley flares out, and this play blown dead. It'll be a false start on the Seminoles.
Procedure against the Seminoles.
Check that illegal procedure on Florida High. So that'll make it 1st and 15.
That'll bring up 1st and 15 on the Hornet 47.
3 receivers at the top of your screen. Bryson Brown in at running back. Jamie Miller throws, and that one falls to the ground. Ruled incomplete. Gabriel Miley with the Butterfingers.
Quick passes you're seeing on this drive by the Seminoles, trying to get something going, maybe find a little crease and take it upfield. But beware, if they jump on these quick passes, will they go deep again like they did last time?
It's worked for them once so far in this game.
I want to say the starting running back, but he's the backup behind the guy who's hurt, but he's been playing good so far back in the game, 19 Jones.
All right, so 2nd down and 15 for Florida High. Jones, the running back. And it's a wildcat. It's going to be Gabriel Miley, and he keeps it, goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Picks up 2. Now they're facing a long 3rd down situation.
Gabriel Miley.
Big substitution here for Bishop Moore.
3rd and 13 for the Seminoles.
So Jamie Miller comes back out at quarterback.
Jared, if you look at this defense by Bishop Moore, not as many commits as the offensive side of the ball, but Coach told us scrappy run to the football. A lot of guys playing with effort on the defensive side.
Passing situation for the Seminoles. 3rd and 12. Miller throws it far side underneath. It's caught by Lurie. Puts his shoulder down. Hello, nice to meet you. Still going to be a 4th down situation for Florida High. And we'll see what they do here. Miller still in at quarterback. Looks like they'll go for it. Malachi Strata on the tackle, or at least he was on the bad end of that truck stick by Lurie.
Yeah, and you saw he kind of bobbled the ball there, so maybe that had an impact on a few yards there.
4th and 5 for Florida High. Miller the throw. Steps up, feels the heat. He can run as well. Trying to get to that 1st down, he does, and gets inside the 30-yard line. What a play from the sophomore QB.
Yeah, and Coach told us before the game he could throw it. He can also run it as well. He shows his legs right there. That's not a running back. That's a quarterback wearing number 35, and he showed it right there that he's got wheels.
So the sophomore QB extends the drive for Florida High. First down and 10 for Florida High at the 19-yard line. Miller under center. Handed off to Jones. And weaving through tackles, gets inside the 20-yard line. Impressive run.
These offenses are going back and forth. An impressive 4th down conversion. Now the running back with another 1st down right away. This defense hands on the hips here. It looks like they're doing a pretty good job. The away team, the Seminoles, here on offense.
Last game, Jones only had 8 carries. He certainly got a bigger workload tonight. Miller under center. Play action. Throws. Tries to dump it off to Brown. He's got it, but can't keep his feet. And there's the turf monster there.
Kind of an awkward way to catch it, and then he had to turn upfield. So, I mean, that was a tough catch. Good that he got the catch. I don't know if he was going to get it there, but
That'll end it for the first quarter.
So that'll be the end of one. Bishop Moore in front with Florida High driving, trying to level things out. We'll take a break. We'll come back for quarter number 2 in just a minute. Jared Oliver, Ryan Hennessy here at Memorial Stadium. Bishop Moore in front, 14-7, but Florida High driving. They're facing a long 2nd and 12 here from the 20-yard line. Miller the throw. Feels the pressure, avoids the rush. Can he get away from the second guy? Nope, and here comes the swarm for the Hornets. Big time sack for Bishop Moore. Huge loss on the play, and that's a sophomore mistake.
Yeah, a lot of players on that one. Blaze Allen, the leader, the linebacker, he's dangerous on defense, and he showed right there. Miller tried to avoid traffic, made one guy miss rolling out, but then there were 5 other jerseys on Bishop Moore's side to get the sack.
So now a long third down situation with a sophomore quarterback. We'll see what they draw up here. Four receiver set, third and complicated for Jamie Miller. Miller sets up, and they dump it off to Miley. And how about the moves? Weaving through traffic and almost gets the first down, gets all the way inside the 10.
I think he got everything but the first down. I mean, that's like, oh, they're going to give it to him. What a run right there.
So it is a first down. They rule it a first down.
That's impressive. I mean, you get sacked all the way back, a little dump pass to one of your star receivers, and he says, I'll do the rest. What a run for a first down. Excuse me. I thought it was fourth down, Jared. That's great effort, and this offense responds.
How about the effort there from the senior receiver? Now it's first down and 10 for Florida High at the 7. Another big play for Florida High to keep this drive alive. And there's some confusion, so the Seminoles will take a timeout to get their personnel together. We'll take one with them as well. Florida High driving, trying to level things at Memorial Stadium. (14-7) your score in the second quarter, 10:57 to go. Florida High trying to punch it in for a touchdown. They had a huge third down conversion, and they're trying to finish this drive off. Miller under center, Michael Jones the deep back in the I formation.
First down on the 7.
Lurie in motion, Miller, play fake, dumps it off. Brown, end zone, touchdown, Florida High.
I'll tell you, this team's not going away. This team is not going away. They get sacked way back, little dump pass, first down, no problem, then responds right there. Great poise by the sophomore quarterback for the Seminoles to tie this thing up.
Jamie Miller had a big mistake on a second down, had a huge loss on a sack, but they overcome that. A little bit of adversity on that drive, but they overcome it, and they're able to get on the scoreboard. And here's Tucker Campbell with a chance to tie things up.
The kick is Tyler Campbell. Ball is up. It's good.
All right, drive it through. So we're tied up here in the second quarter. So we've seen a lot of fireworks here offensively. What are some of the things that have stood out to you here in this first half, Ryan?
I guess I'll just start with offense. I mean, there's a lot of offense. You start off with the first play, obviously not the way they drew it up, but a quick score. How does the Seminoles respond? They respond with a touchdown of their own. Then back goes Bishop Moore, a sack we just talked about, and they respond after a long one they needed. And, you know, they're doing it in all facets, running the ball, throwing the ball, little dump passes, really getting the defense guessing. And an impressive run so far by both teams.
And over the years, both of these teams have had a ton of success, and we're seeing two sophomore quarterbacks, really two babies out here, and they're handling the situation in the moment really well.
Yeah, and injuries is a big thing for the Seminoles side. We talked to the head coach before that, but it looks like that's not going to let them blink at all. They're really responding to a team that's 8-0, an impressive team in Bishop Moore.
So we haven't seen a punt tonight yet so far. Both teams offensively have been good. We'll see what Bishop Moore has in store now. Michael Estrada back deep for the kick. Lined up at his own 5. Tucker Campbell will do the honors. And it's a short kick on the far side. Fielded at the 25. And that's where we'll see Bishop Moore set up shop. So as I mentioned, we haven't seen a punt tonight. Blake McCullough has done just about everything he could as far as efficiency. Came into this game with a 131 QBR, 70% completion percentage. I mean, that is as efficient as it gets for a high school quarterback.
It's not bad. Not bad for a sophomore quarterback either.
And shout out to him. You know, he waited his turn, sat behind Bjorn Jurgensen, learned the offense, learned the culture here at Bishop Moore, and now the offense is his. 1st and 10 for the Hornets. Pop pass. And that's Matt Sullivan. He's going to be hit in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Great tackle there by the Seminoles. That was something that they weren't able to do when they were dumping the ball off earlier, and really setting a tone there. Loss of downs for Bishop Moore.
So after the 5-yard loss, it'll be 2nd down and 15. Empty backfield for Blake McCullough. Johnson motions out. McCullough guns it. Far side, underneath. Talma. And gets most of that penalty yardage back. And Magnus Talma, he's the speedster. Runs a 10.8 in the 100-meter. Had an 80-yard touchdown last week against Tavares.
Yeah, 5'11", 170 junior. They've got some receivers on this team, and number 5 is one of them. Obviously, you saw on the first touchdown, he's dangerous. Can really do it from distance, and he can do it short yardage as well.
5 wide here for Bishop Moore. McCullough in the gun, pressure in his face, throws it, looking for Austin, and almost had him just a touch out of reach.
Yeah, trying to find Austin there. That's your star receiver right there, and couldn't get it done. Needed to have that one, and we're seeing the first punt of the game, it looks like, Jared.
Yep, first one of the evening. So the punt unit will come out for the Hornets. And the throw was there, just a touch out in front of him.
Yeah, needed that one definitely, but couldn't get it. A tall receiver, 6'2", but he needed just a little bit more touch to get that one, and they couldn't convert it. So going to hand it over to the Seminoles here, see what they can do on offense.
Gabriel Miley lined up deep for the punt. Nice high kick. It's going to be fair caught. So Seminole will start their ensuing drive from the 41-yard line. So a chance now here for Florida High to respond. 9:15 to go in the first half. Tie ball game. And like a lot of people thought, this game would be all Bishop Moore. But, I mean, we've seen both of these teams on the field. The physicality is there for the Seminoles. And like both head coaches said, like they've just been hit hard with injuries. So, this is an evenly matched football game, certainly on paper.
Yeah, and if you're going to look at the defensive side, now they need to step up for Bishop Moore. Look at no further than number 6, Blaze Allen. He's the star. He's the guy, the leader of the defense. See him to make some plays here to try to get the ball back for their offense.
First down for Florida High. They keep it on the ground. So Michael Jones up the middle. And what a night he's had so far. That's a first down, gain of 13.
Great run right up the middle. Barely touched when he went past the defensive line. A huge gain by the Seminoles there.
Bishop Moore gave up more than 400 total yards on the ground last week to Tavares. Certainly a concern for head coach Matt Hedrick. First down for Florida High at the 45. Miller with the play fake, looking for Lurie, can't connect on the screen. Got to bring up second down.
A lot of screens today.
Yeah.
A lot of screens.
And you kind of expect that with a young quarterback.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of screens, and then can they get him with the deep ball? Will they catch him off guard with the run up the middle like they did to get that big gain there? But a lot of credit to the running back. Michael Jones, the junior, stepping in for Hackett, who's out for the rest of the year. Really playing like an RB1 on this team.
And he's only 5'11", 160. Second down and 10 for the Seminoles. Handoff up the middle. It's Jones again, just crushing that interior on the defense for Bishop Moore.
Just a window, and he goes right through it to get another big gain for them. I mean, someone's got to step up and stop him. Is it going to be number 6? Is it going to be someone on the defense, Blaze Allen, trying to stand right in the middle here? You look at number 6 in the middle linebacker position, trying to stop that run.
It seems the Seminoles have found something, and they're sticking with it. Third down and 2 for the Seminoles. QB design run. Miller picks up the first down. He's got more. Stays on his feet, slips inside the 25-yard line, and that'll be a first down for Florida High.
Great to draw it up right there. 3 receivers on the left side, Jared. Then you get the quarterback and the running back going right. We talked about this brand new turf. Another slip there. That's 2. And that could have been more yards, but a great first down there for the Seminoles.
Florida High in business once again. A chance to take the lead on this drive. First and 10 for Florida High from the 22. Miller under center, play fake, feels the pressure, avoids it, and tries to check it down to his tight end, Elijah Brandon. First time we've called his name tonight, but can't get the catch.
And it's still, if you look at the backfield, number 22, Bryson Brown, just a freshman, but 6'1". Pretty good for a freshman, as was your third string going into the season. Then he gets elevated to the second string. It looks like they're keeping him in. He's switching out now, but he was in for a few plays. They really haven't handed him the ball a lot, but pass blocking definitely a big part of this as well.
Gabriel Miley in the backfield on 2nd down and 10. 4 receivers set for the Seminoles. Bishop Moore brings 4. They dump it off to Miley, and he's hit immediately. Kel Britt on the tackle. First time we've called his name tonight. He's 6'3", 185, and he's got a lot of room to grow. That's what head coach Matt Hedrick told us.
Yeah, great tackle right there on defense. That's the momentum they need if they want to try to make a stop here. 3rd down now, a huge 3rd down for this defense after getting a lot of gashes of runs by the running backs.
Kel Britt, 2nd on the team in tackles. Forces a 3rd and 9 here for the Seminoles. Michael Jones on the right hip of Miller. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. And it's going to be a timeout, Bishop Moore. So they want to take a look at what they have personnel-wise. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 14-14 your score, 7:08 to go in the first half. And Seminoles have a chance to take the lead here. Florida State University High School coming off of 3 straight road losses, trying to end that streak. They've got a chance to take the lead here, facing a 3rd down and 9 from the 20. Miller throws quickly and can't hang on. Keenan June, first time we've called his name tonight. That'll bring up 4th down for the Noles.
Looks like he moved before he caught the ball, and that hurt him right there. 4th down, we'll see what they're going to do.
So Tucker Campbell has been perfect this year on field goals, just 3 of 3. His longest is 34 yards, so the offense remains on the field for 4th down.
Looks like they need about 8 yards here, I'm looking.
Yep, 8 yards to a first down.
So not kicking, interesting decision here.
4th down and 8 for the Seminoles. Gabriel Miley, the running back. Miller sprints right, looking, pressure, and hit hard in the backfield. There is a flag, but that's Micah Deem on the sack.
On that tackle was Brady Robb.
Holding on the offense, so declined.
Brady Robb on the sack, excuse me.
What a stop by Bishop Moore right there. I mean, you run. You couldn't stop the run, but you had to get all the way to the end zone. So this defense, they put their feet in the ground, led by their star, number 6, Blaze Allen, and they made a stop there, and a big 4th down stop. We'll see if this is a momentum change for Bishop Moore as now they take back the offense.
First turnover on downs of the game. So the Hornets will take over at their own 26-yard line. 6:59 to go in the first half. And they give it to Amari Johnson on the ground. Spins for 5 yards.
And this offensive line for Bishop Moore, Jared, we talked to Coach before. 5 players all replaced last year on the offensive line. Really playing together. He called it a steady 5 and a nice surprise for Coach on this one this year as they have this team 8-0, looking to go 9-0.
Second down run for Amari Johnson. Man, he's been spinning off of tackles all night.
I was going to say, I mean, offensive line's playing great, but if you have a running back like that, I guess it makes your job look easy.
Amari Johnson averaging 8 yards a carry. Obviously the transfer from Willing State out of West Virginia after his sophomore season. And we have an officials timeout. It's going to be a water break. So we'll take one as well. 6:21 left to go in the first half. Bishop Moore's defense gets the stop on turnover on downs, and the Hornets with the ball driving. Welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Bishop Moore coming off their 4th straight district title last week against Tavares. They've won 13 district titles in the last 14 years, so another excellent season for them. It's first down and 10 for the Hornets from their own 41-yard line. Inside handoff to Johnson for a short gain.
Say that again. How many in a row? What is that?
4 straight district titles, and they've won 13 district titles in the last 14 years.
Looks like Coach is doing something right, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, that'll keep your job.
He called the offense, he told us, for 20 years and handed it over to Coach Fleming on the offensive side, doing a great job with a young quarterback right here. Really impressed on both offensive sides of the ball, and a great defensive stop as well by Bishop Moore. 17
playoff appearances consecutively for Matt Hedrick as well. Second down and 8. Anderson gets it on the sweep, sweeping defenders, and that's a first down run. Good run by Jackson Anderson.
Weaving in and out of traffic there. Great first down to move the chains.
He's got an offer from New Haven as well. So we've seen a lot of underneath from Bishop Moore as well, to try to get Blake McCullough in rhythm.
I'm wondering to see, though, if they go for that explosive like they did earlier in the game, that one home run ball, you call it.
Well, they're at midfield. Here's a chance to do it. McCullough drops up, fires over the middle. Kenyon Austin, perfect timing, Ryan, inside the 30-yard line, and there's your explosive play.
Yeah, you know, they expected the dink and the dunk and the running, and then sat down in the pocket. The sophomore was cool, calm, and collected. We saw him overthrow the last shot he tried to take on the last drive. That didn't affect him at all. A great first down by Bishop Moore.
Kenyon Austin coming off of back-to-back 100 receiving yard games. He's got 4 total this season.
See, like Tony Romo right there, just calling the play. My first time doing color, and I'm calling it.
You're a natural, man. They go back to the workhorse. Johnson busting this one open. Breaking tackles. They can't bring him down. Can't stop, won't stop. Tackled at the 7. Man, what a workhorse he is for this Hornets offense.
Yeah, so you go deep right there with the throw, and then, hey, here's our top rusher in Central Florida. You got to deal with that too. So it's a guessing game for the Seminoles here, and they're not guessing well because it's hard to stop this offense right now with so much skill on the field.
Bishop Moore with tempo. Back to Johnson, trying to get to the outside, looking for a lane. He's got it, makes a move. Touchdown, Amari Johnson, second one of the night. Bishop Moore back in front. "22nd trip to the end zone this season for number 21.
He beat his number.
He did. What a luxury to have as a head coach.
Yeah, no doubt. What a run, and never giving up on the run too, which is really impressive as well.
Nico Salas on for the point after. So we've seen one punt. It came from Bishop Moore. But on the next drive, the Hornets drive it down the field to regain the lead with 4:27 to work with for Seminole as they're set to get the ball back. So if you're Florida High, you got to be impressed with what you've been able to do offensively. You're still in the game. I think if you're Florida High, you don't want to get into a shootout with Bishop Moore. So they've got to come up with some stops defensively.
Yeah, and if you look at the momentum shift real quick, I mean, think about early on, Jared, when they were right there in the red zone about to make a drive, and then they stopped, so they changed possessions and right down the field. That was a swing of 7 points right there going the other way. A great play right there by Bishop Moore. Now can the defense respond again? The pressure's now on the Seminoles, and the 8-0 team looks like they're showing why they're 8-0.
For sure, and this game and next week it's going to be a measuring stick game. So far, Bishop Moore, they look the part. They look like the product that everyone thinks in Florida. So they look good, and we'll see what Seminole can do here. Another touchback for Nico Salas. And Florida High will start things from the 20-yard line.
Really been impressed by both quarterbacks, Jared. I mean, two young quarterbacks that are put in a situation, one quarterback on Bishop Moore's side. This is his team now after sitting behind a star as a freshman. But on the other side, he just gets put in a starting position and playing well. I mean, a tough sack. He responds after the sack. Obviously, the loss of downs was not ideal, but let's see if he can respond here and try to tie this ball game up.
What may not be a surprise is the reason Florida High is trying to get the ball out quick with all these underneath throws because Bishop Moore has 49 total sacks this season on that defensive line. So that may be why they're trying to get a lot of checkdowns. But they start 1st and 10 here. Miller under center. Goes with the play fake. Pumps in trouble. And we just talked about it. The sacks. Big time sack from Malachi Smith. His second one on the season.
Yeah, it looks like they're starting to realize a little bit of how this offense is going. It's an interesting matchup. We were talking to the head coach, Coach Hendricks, before this, and even Coach Hickman as well on FSU high school side. And, you don't know what to expect from a team that lives 4 hours away.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of tape. You don't see a lot of word of mouth from how they play offense and how they play defense. So now you can see the coaches kind of settling in and seeing how they play their style of football.
That Bishop Moore defensive line came into this game with 31 combined sacks, and guess what? All of them up front coming back next year. Miller with the quick throw to the near side. Gabriel Miley can't hold on to it. That brings up 3rd down and a mile.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 20 for the Seminoles.
So if you're Florida High, you want to avoid the turnover. You got to imagine Bishop Moore may get aggressive here and send some pressure.
If I'm them, I'm just running it up the middle here and just punting it on 4th down.
Four receivers, empty backfield. Miller will check it down to himself. QB design run, and that's exactly what they do. Conservative play call. Bishop Moore's defense gets the stop. Blaze Allen there on the tackle.
Great.
That'll force 4th down.
Sorry, Jared. Great tackle by Blaze Allen. The junior, the leader. Just an absolute great play. Kind of sniffed it out from the beginning. They're just going to settle for a punt here. and we'll see if this offense can get some more points on the board. This is the statement to kind of pull ahead on a tough team that's had some tough injuries, but Bishop Moore showing why they're one of the top teams in Central Florida.
Malachi Estrada and Malachi Smith back for the return.
I think they're going to kick it to Malachi here, right?
There's a good chance. Or maybe they kick it to me.
You would take it for 6, though.
I would. You know it. And not a good punt at all. So this will be superb field position for Bishop Moore. And now Florida High in trouble. This could be a huge point in the game. 2:50 to go. Bishop Moore with a chance to make this a 2-score game.
2:50 left in the half.
You can see the energy on the Bishop Moore sideline, loving that defensive stop by the defense, especially, defensive coordinator loves that kind of stuff for Bishop Moore. You make a statement stop, then it carries over to the next defensive possession, and that's exactly what they want. Now great field position for a team that's offense is starting to really figure it out.
Bishop Moore 10-3 a season ago, lost in the regional final. And here's the workhorse again. Johnson always getting to that linebacker level.
Again, that's Amari Johnson.
Johnson had a season high 270 rushing yards against Tampa Catholic.
On the 20.
We've seen some great running backs over the years here in Central Florida. Obviously, we know what C.J. Baxter did at Edgewater, now at Texas. Johnson trying to leave his legacy as well. Quick throw. McCullough. Jackson Anderson can't get by the defender. That's a tackle by Antonio Dickey.
Great tackle there. Open field tackle. That's what you like to see by the Seminoles head coaches, or coaches that is, and put in a little bit of a tough spot here. Looks like they're moving the sticks, Jared.
Yep, that's good enough for a first down. That's all you need.
First and 10 on the 18.
Big spot here for Florida High.
45 left in the half.
First and 10 for the Hornets at the 16. Donovan Ferrafino, the running back. McCullough throws, end zone, drops it in the bucket. It's a touchdown. What a dot from the sophomore.
An absolute dot is an understatement with that throw. I mean, that was just right on the money from the press box. You could see the trajectory of how high he threw that ball, and it went right in the breadbasket. That's the second one he's had right now. And being a sophomore, Jared, there's going to be some scouts looking at him for the next few years with those kind of throws.
And just like music, Blake McCullough and Magnus Talma in rhythm. 5th receiving touchdown on the year for Talma. Kick goes through just like that. Bishop Moore up 2 scores, 1:28 to play in the first half. On homecoming night, the fans and the crowd into it here at Memorial Stadium.
A minute 28 left in the half.
(28-14) is your score. Bishop Moore in front with an excellent drive, capped off by a touchdown throw from Blake McCullough to Magnus Talma. And the Seminoles have 1:28 to work with. This kick will go into the end zone. So the Seminoles will have to go 80 yards to try to cut into their deficit here.
An absolute dime. And like you said, I think the word used was dot when he threw that ball in the end zone. That's 2 really good throws by the sophomore for Bishop Moore McCullough. Really, really impressive so far. And equally as impressive as this Bishop Moore defense. Punched them out twice with touchdowns early on, but now they've settled in and they've really stopped this Seminole offense. We'll see if they can do it again here right at the 20-yard line, trying to get some field position, but Bishop Moore's not letting them do it.
128 to work with here for Florida State University High School. Down 2 scores. Jamie Miller, the backup quarterback, he's had most of the reps this year for Cannon Cowie. They keep it on the ground, so Michael Jones, no dice there. Tackle made by Brady Robb, the 240 junior.
Yeah, and if you remember, Bishop Moore got the ball to start the game, so the Seminoles are going to get it to start the second half. You see maybe they're going to run it down here to end the first half, or they're going to try to get some points before halftime to get a 2-for-1.
So a loss of 1 brings up 2nd down and 11 for the Seminoles. 4-man rush for Bishop Moore. Miller cuts it near side. Gabriel Miley out of bounds, stops the clock. 51 seconds to go.
I'll tell you, Jared, they've got some receivers on this team, so
no doubt.
I wouldn't run the ball down just yet. I mean, just a little dink pass there and stepped out of bounds and got the ball moving a little bit.
3rd down and 1 for Florida High. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. They do keep it on the ground. That's been working all night. Jones picks up the 1st down as he gets near his own 45-yard line.
And the key there is stepping out of bounds. I mean, that's back-to-back plays there. I think they thought they got the 1st down on the last one, but they didn't. Now clearly a 1st down with the handoff.
All right, so that'll be a 1st down and 10 for Florida High at their own 45-yard line. Miller sprints right, throws, and he had his target, Jalen Lurie, in the gap. Couldn't make the catch. It does stop the clock, though.
Into traffic he threw it, but couldn't come up with it. But a good throw, maybe a little bit behind him. But right where they wanted to go with the ball, just didn't come up with it.
Big substitution here for Bishop Moore defensively.
You can see the safeties playing a little back here, expecting a throw. Maybe a quick run as well, but they need some points here.
And they keep it on the ground to Jones that time. Doesn't get a whole lot considering the circumstances. And a late flag comes out as well. We've got some barking over there on the far side. Gabriel Miley getting into it with the Bishop Moore secondary.
That could be huge to move them back if this is against the Seminoles.
Nope, it's on Bishop Moore.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and it's on
offsetting
Florida High, so it offset. 31 seconds left to go in the first half.
But it stopped the clock, Jared.
It does. It's what you want. It worked out for both sides. 3rd and 5 for Florida High. Back to the ground. Jones up the middle. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. Get all the way to the 30-yard line. Man, that defense for Bishop Moore just can't figure that run game out.
It's the window. It's like an option. He puts it right in his belly. And I haven't seen the quarterback run, so it's going to the running back the whole time. Great run right there. Spikes the ball, too.
Spikes it. 16 seconds to go in the first half. And you got to imagine, this is what happened with this Bishop Moore defense last week against Tavares. I mean, they gave up over 400 rushing yards. And, Matt Hedrick talked about trying to figure out what's going on defensively with the run game. And, it seems like they're still having some of the same problems.
16 seconds left. So, obviously, you want to see something, maybe get some more real estate for a kicker here.
2nd and 10 for Florida High. Miller throws it underneath, gets it to Lurie, and he's close to the sticks. He stood up, inbounds. He's trying to get out of bounds. We'll see if they stop the clock. They do. 6 seconds left to go. You got to imagine they got to take a shot to the end zone.
6 seconds around the 19-yard line. Do they have time to take a shot and still have a chance to kick the field goal. A team that's struggling to get points in the second quarter. I think points are important here. We'll see what the coach can do, can draw up here. Coach Hickman for the Seminoles.
No sight of Tucker Campbell, the kicker.
Just called a timeout.
Tucker Campbell, he's got a season-long 34 yards. This may be out of his range if that's
probably around there right now with the snap.
I don't know. I think you send your field goal kicker out there. What do you think?
Yeah, if the kicker can make the kick, I mean, points are at a premium right now, and you got to get it, especially if you're Seminoles. So you think you want to kick the field goal. 6 seconds, you made a great point. Do you go for it here, take a shot, but what if the clock hits 0?
Yeah, and if you don't trust your field goal kicker, you try to take a shot to the end zone. If you're successful, you get the ball back to start the second half. So we'll see what Jared Hickman and his offense is going to do here.
And that's the key right now is they get the ball back, the Seminoles, in the second half because Bishop Moore received to start. So the key there is to see what they're going to do if they just take the 3 points. But it looks like they're not going for a field goal there, Jared.
All right, here we go. First down and 10. 6 seconds left. Could be the final play of the first half.
6.8 to be exact. 6.8. Every point matters.
Miller puts the ball on the turf, gathers it, and it turns into a successful play, but stopped right in front of the goal line. Could have been a touchdown, but the defense for Bishop Moore was there. Michael Estrada with the...
Looks like they're getting a timeout right here. Clock hit 0.
Did they get the timeout in?
Yeah, the coach is pleading for a timeout. And it looks like I think he's giving it to him.
There is no time on the clock, but let's see if they put some time left on.
So back to that play. Dropped the ball, absolute chaos, but then obviously rolls out a great stop at the end zone. Coach immediately pleaded to the ref saying, we call it a timeout right away. Are they going to give him a few, maybe a second left on the clock? Because that just made it an easier field goal, like an extra point chip shot. We'll see what the ref says.
And Bishop Moore head coach Matt Hedger can't believe it that they got that timeout in. I mean, he is livid talking to the official.
Looks like he's holding up 2.
So they're going to give them 2 seconds? That's a lot of time.
Not happy. Coach is not happy.
So now you can kick the field goal. I mean, Matt Hedrick, he cannot believe it. He is on the refs right now.
That was a long play for 4 seconds. Now the question here, we go back to it, whatever the call is, the question here is they're going to go for it or are they going to kick? Looks like
I think they're going.
Quarterback out there? Yeah, they're going for it.
They're going. Wow, what a play call.
All right, we've got one more play, folks.
So they're giving them just one more play. 0's on the clock, but one more play here.
Final play of the first half.
Timeout. Defense.
Bishop Moore calls a timeout. And another opportunity for Matt Hedrick to yell at the officials.
Timeout on the field.
I don't know. Do you go for this? Did you go for the touchdown?
The tough part is we're standing right above a bunch of Bishop Moore fans, so they didn't like that 4 second play that the refs saw was 4 seconds or whatever. So
well, the thing is, there's no time on the clock, but we did see an official hold up 2 fingers, maybe signaling 2 seconds left. You know, before it was 6.8 seconds left to go. That's a lot of time to still have on the clock. You know.
So situational here because the call is the call. You kick the field goal, you get the ball back, you get 3 points, you're down 2 scores. They're going for it here. Defense by Bishop Moore just called the timeout. They saw their look.
Yeah.
So called the timeout. Are they going to just see maybe – it's not really you're burning a timeout because it's the end of the quarter. So looks like they're going to bring back out the offense. Should be interesting to see. What would you draw up here?
I think you take the points. I mean, Tucker Campbell, 3 for 3 so far on the season. I mean, he's got a season-long 34 yards. You know, not super impressive, but maybe they know something we don't know. The offense back on the field. Jamie Miller trying to lead this offense into the end zone. Final play of the first half.
Stacking that box right up in the middle, not letting that run go up the middle like they gashed them the whole drive before.
Michael Jones is the running back. Miller, QB desire run. Can he get there? And he's in for the touchdown. What a gutsy play call. Final one of the first half, and that will help them for sure make it a one-score game, and they get the ball back to start the second half. Pin drop in the stadium right now.
Yeah, quiet on Bishop Moore's side right now. Tough way to end the half, especially with the Seminoles getting the ball back. Huge momentum shift right there, and the call to go for it. I mean, we talked about take the points, take the points, take the points. They took 6 points, not 3, and that's huge with zeros on the clock.
And now we see Campbell on for the point after. After all of that, it comes out for the extra point. It goes through, and that'll take us to halftime, 28-21. Certainly would have taken the over in the first half in this one. We've got an interesting ball game. Two teams with a lot of talent, one-score game. It is homecoming night. Enjoy the festivities of the sights and sounds. We'll be back for quarter number 3 in about 20 minutes.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. We aim for gold and glory, yet sometimes we fall short. Or miss. Or, you get the point. No matter what trials we face, having the right financial partner can help every champion live up to their potential and forge a path to victory. Addition Financial, count us in.
No business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
My name is Brent Bishop. I'm a fitness expert, kinesiologist. I own a studio, Think Fitness Studios. And aside from that, I'm a fitness expert on a national program that airs weekly. And what I experienced today, it's still kind of blowing me away, actually. Because, you know, I'm used to working out and pushing myself to the limit. On 2 particular exercises, I didn't think, like, I couldn't do anything else, definitely, physically. And then just to be able to all of a sudden perform with good form and bang out, 3 to 5 more reps on something, it just blew me away. So, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it.
The FHSA reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship.
Play strong, play hard, play fair.
Fans, don't embarrass your school, your kids, or yourself.
It's just a game. Now be a great fan.
Be a great fan.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. But sometimes we swing and miss. And having the right financial partner can help us live up to our potential. Addition Financial, count us in.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion within.
In the world of sports, every decision shapes your future.
At Influencer Council, we understand the importance of making the right choices and having wise counsel.
With our experienced legal team by your side, you can rest easy.
Taxation obligations, investment opportunities, and purchasing assistance can mean the difference in short-term and long-term success.
Our branding specialists work tirelessly to build and elevate your personal brand, making sure you stand out on and off the field. Join Influencer Council and maximize your opportunities.
Listen closely. There's a part of Florida that you've probably never heard of before. Orlando North. Sounds like your next vacation.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. We aim for gold and glory, yet sometimes we fall short. Or miss. Or, you get the point. No matter what trials we face, having the right financial partner can help every champion live up to their potential and forge a path to victory. Addition Financial, count us in.
Business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
My name is Brent Bishop. I'm a fitness expert, kinesiologist. I own a studio, Think Fitness Studios. And aside from that, I'm a fitness expert on a national program that airs weekly. And what I experienced today, it's still kind of blowing me away, actually. Because, you know, I'm used to working out and pushing myself to the limit. On two particular exercises, I didn't think, like, I couldn't do anything else, definitely, physically. And then just to be able to all of a sudden perform with good form and bang out, 3 to 5 more reps on something, it just blew me away. So, yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it.
The FHSA reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship.
Play strong, play hard, play fair.
Fans, don't embarrass your school, your kids, or yourself.
It's just a game. Now be a great fan.
Be a great fan.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. But sometimes we swing and miss. And having the right financial partner can help us live up to our potential. Addition Financial, count us in.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion within.
In the world of sports, every decision shapes your future.
At Influencer Council, we understand the importance of making the right choices and having wise counsel.
With our experienced legal team by your side, you can rest easy.
Taxation obligations, investment opportunities, and purchasing assistance can mean the difference in short-term and long-term success.
Our branding specialists work tirelessly to build and elevate your personal brand, making sure you stand out on and off the field. Join Influencer Council and maximize your opportunities.
Listen closely. There's a part of Florida that you've probably never heard of before. Orlando North. Sounds like your next vacation.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. We aim for gold and glory, yet sometimes we fall short. Or miss. Or, you get the point. No matter what trials we face, having the right financial partner can help every champion live up to their potential and forge a path to victory. Addition Financial, count us in.
Business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
My name is Brent Bishop. I'm a fitness expert, kinesiologist. I own a studio, Think Fitness Studios. And aside from that, I'm a fitness expert on a national program that airs weekly. And what I experienced today, it's still kind of blowing me away, actually. because, you know, I'm used to working out and pushing myself to the limit on 2 particular exercises. I didn't think like I couldn't do anything else, definitely physically. And then just to be able to all of a sudden perform with good form and bang out, you know, 3 to 5 more reps on something, it just blew me away. So yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself.
Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it.
The FHSA reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship.
Play strong, play hard, play fair.
Fans, don't embarrass your school, your kids, or yourself.
It's just a game. Now be a great fan.
Be a great fan.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. But sometimes we swing and miss. And having the right financial partner can help us live up to our potential. Addition Financial, count us in.
Varsity Sports Nation. Unleash the champion within.
In the world of sports, every decision shapes your future.
At Influencer Council, we understand the importance of making the right choices and having wise counsel.
With our experienced legal team by your side, you can rest easy.
Taxation obligations, investment opportunities, and purchasing assistance can mean the difference in short-term and long-term success.
Our branding specialists work tirelessly to build and elevate your personal brand, making sure you stand out on and off the field. Join Influencer Council and maximize your opportunities.
Listen closely. There's a part of Florida that you've probably never heard of before. Orlando North. Sounds like your next vacation.
Within all of us beats the heart of a champion. We aim for gold and glory, yet sometimes we fall short. Or miss. Or, you get the point. No matter what trials we face, having the right financial partner can help every champion live up to their potential and forge a path to victory. Addition Financial, count us in.
Business being out there. Terrible.
You know, I'm a person too.
Jared Oliver and the Lake Mary alum Ryan Hennessy here with me on this Week 10 edition of Friday Night Lights for Varsity Sports Nation.
Don't say that too loud. They're playing them next week right here.
It's all good. Well, you should be here, but, you know, you've got other obligations.
We're going to Boston. We're going to Boston.
So we got a good ball game here. 28-21, Bishop Moore in front.
Yep.
Florida High got the touchdown to end the first half. They get the ball back to start the second half. A lot of fireworks offensively. What are some of the things that stood out to you in that first half?
Well, you got to look at the end of the way the first half concluded. I mean, you have the ball around, the 5-yard line inside the 5, and they decide to go for the touchdown. They knew they're getting the ball to start the second.
Yeah.
And what a momentum swing to go for it, get the touchdown. Now they have the ball. This could be a huge swing back now for the Seminoles against Bishop Moore as they kick off right here to start that second half.
Yeah, and Bishop Moore went up 2 scores in that first half. So Florida High overcame the adversity. Now they got a chance to level things out. Kick is underway. And this will be fielded at the 5-yard line. That's number 82. And he's still on his feet. Room to run down the sideline and tackled at the 40-yard line. Number 82, Barack Sneed, the president. Good return there for the Seminoles. And they're set up with good field position. That's his nickname tonight, Barack Sneed, the president.
So we got the lineup here. I'm pointing at it. I was like, Jared, there you go. And that was right out of nowhere, that nickname. You're just giving out nicknames left and right, man.
I got some more lined up if certain plays happen.
So let's see this defense right here. Huge play. Can they respond now? This could be to tie the game. The offense of the Seminoles need to step up here with the sophomore quarterback, Jamie Miller.
First down and 10 for Florida High at the Bishop Moore 39. Michael Jones, the running back, had a big first half. He gets it on the first play offensively, and it's the same story. Another first down, gain of 11 for the Seminoles.
Yeah, right up the middle is what's working for the Seminoles run game, and you see it right there to start the second half.
Something just is not right with that interior defense for Bishop Moore. So once again, first down for the Seminoles, this time from the 27. Back to Jones up the middle. That time, the defense was there. Brady Robb there for the tackle.
Great tackle. They sniffed it out. I think anyone in the stadium knew where that was going, right up the middle, and so did Bishop Moore's defense. They stopped there, small gain, and a big win for the defense right there.
Still a 4-yard gain, so it is a positive play. Jamie Miller in the gun. Jones with the play fake, throws underneath far side. That's Lurie. Look at them go. And inside the 10-yard line, an explosive athlete, the 6', 185 senior. He's got several offers. He's 11th in Florida in receiving yards.
Might be 10th after this game.
So the Seminoles line up quickly.
Interesting to see if they try to just stick it right up the gut like they were going before. Can the defense stop them here?
Back to Jones, up the middle. Trying to reach that pay dirt line, doesn't get there. Good pursuit by the Bishop Moore defense.
Really good pursuit right there. Starting to realize that that's where he's running. He's not going left or right. He's going north and south, and they're putting the linebackers right on the nose of the ball and trying to stop that run.
So the Seminoles needed a good start on their opening drive in the second half. They've got it, a chance to level this thing out with a touchdown. Got to imagine Bishop Moore wants to get a stop here on this goal line sequence.
And remember, to end the first half, they had a QB run here, so don't be surprised if he boots it out right.
Second and goal for Florida High. Miller, QB design run, far side, in for the touchdown, but there is a penalty marker.
It's like the OC heard me or something from upstairs.
Maybe you should be on the sidelines.
Yeah, but there were like 5 flags right there. So they're going to bring this one back.
Touchdown won't stand, brings the Florida High Seminoles back.
But it just shows what they can do. Quarterback run, running back up the middle.
Yeah.
Dangerous short passes with star receivers across the board. And you see with the shortage of running backs, they've been putting Miley in the backfield as well. So a lot of options for this Seminole team.
And a lot of injuries for this Seminoles team as well. I mean, they're 4-4, but they've got talent to be much better than they are on paper. They were 8-4 a season ago, just riddled with injuries. Second and goal for the Seminoles here from the 13-yard line. Jones the pistol back. The play fake from Miller. Throws, end zone, and what a catch. Sideline grab from Keenan June inside the 5.
Great catch. Good throw, but better catch there by June. Got up and got it. Huge, huge play there to get some more yards on this drive.
So, and another important drive here on the goal line. They were aggressive to end the first half. This is third and goal now for Florida High from the 5-yard line. Michael Jones, the running back. Miller throws wide open. Gabriel Miley in the end zone, but the ball comes out and it's fumbled into the back of the end zone, but the officials say touchdown. Head coach Matt Hedrick wants a touchback.
Really tough to see if that ball crossed the plane on this one. From the angle we're at, you really can't see, and we're not too far from a lot of the people in the crowd that are not happy as well.
They did rule it a touchdown. Looks like it will stand. Coach Hedrick upset. So it is ruled a touchdown. That ball did fly into the back of the end zone, but once you cross the plane, the play is dead if you have the ball secure.
Looks like they jumped on defense there. They're going to re-kick.
Frustrating start here to the second half for Bishop Moore.
And you've been seeing that in college, too. The Auburn game a few weeks ago against Georgia, the ref, I believe, was suspended for that same play.
Yep.
Obviously, they have more, views of that in college, but, there's a tough line of where does the ball cross that line for a touchdown, and the fans here not happy about that call.
Campbell on for the point after.
Campbell ready to kick. Ball is up.
Kick is up, and we are tied, 28 apiece. How about the Seminoles drive down the field on their first drive to start the second half? We got a ball game here at Memorial Stadium. We'll take a break, 28 all here with 8:54 to go in the third. Back at Memorial Stadium, 28-28. The Seminoles drive down the field on their opening drive to start the second half. Folks, we got a ball game. Bishop Moore is 8-0, but it's going to be an interesting homecoming night for the Hornets. Michael Estrada returns it from the 1. He'll go down at the 20-yard line. So we'll see how Blake McCullough and this Bishop Moore offense can respond.
14 points unanswered right there by the Seminoles. A great kick return, and then a great offensive sequence there by the Seminoles on offense. And that was really impressive. A lot of questions. If you're watching this and you're a Bishop Moore fan, not happy about that call. Same with the coaching staff on Bishop Moore's side. But you got to keep going, Jared. You got to play defense or offense now and get another score.
Drew Follett trots out on the field, the big tight end. First down and 10 for Bishop Moore at their own 20-yard line. Seminoles bring pressure. They keep it on the ground to Johnson. Patient. Looks for the hole. He's got one. Look at him go. Crosses midfield, and he's been doing that all season. Big-time explosive play by the senior.
Huge run right there. A response, first play of the series, and that's exactly what they need is momentum right across the 50-yard line.
Hornets with tempo, pistol formation. Back to Johnson, this time on the left side. Look at the patience, just falling forward. Picks up 4 on the carry. Tackle made by Jessup Johnson.
You forget watching this game, 2 sophomore quarterbacks dueling right now. It's pretty special to see. If you're a coach on either side, the future looks bright in Tallahassee and in Central Florida.
Second down and 7 for Bishop Moore. Back to Johnson on the ground. Up the gut. Refusing to go down. Finally, they bring him down at the 40-yard line. Amari Johnson has rushed for 100 yards or more in 7 of the 8 games they've played this season.
And it was probably 99 on the one he didn't get, probably, you know.
What a special player. Doesn't blow you away with his measurables. 5'11", 190. But he's just a guy who knows how to bounce off tackles and fall forward.
Yeah, Coach said it's not about the speed. It's not about, you know, the strength. Or anything. It's just he knows how to run the football. He's not going to wow you with anything besides just running the football. And you can see it right there. Not giving up when a defender hits him. It's impressive.
3rd and 3 for Bishop Moore at the Seminoles 40-yard line. McCullough trying to get away from the rush, and that one's tipped and knocked down.
Great defensive play right there. Huge momentum swing could potentially happen right here.
Tobias Nortellis with the deflection. Brings up 4th down, and the offense staying on the field. Obviously, you're not in the area to kick a field goal, so you keep your offense out here.
You don't think they've got a 60-yarder in them?
Well, unless you're the Cowboys kicker.
I covered that guy in Birmingham.
Did you?
He was a soccer player for Notre Dame.
Wow.
Said, I want to be a kicker. Worked out for him.
Big 4th down here for Bishop Moore at the 40. QB design run. McCullough tries to get it himself.
Found it.
He does, and almost broke that one free. Gets across the 35, and that'll move the chains for the Hornets.
And you don't see him run as much as the other quarterback, but that was just such a clutch play by McCullough. Needed that 1st down, and he got it. Sophomore showing off the wheels right there.
Already has an offer from Toledo. He'll add to that list as time goes on, no doubt about it. 1st down and 10 for Bishop Moore from the 32. Play fake, McCullough. Loads up, takes a shot. Wide open is Talma, but just a hair in front. That's the 2nd time he's missed him tonight.
Yeah, he had him. He had him open for the touchdown. That was 6 easily, just not the throw he wanted. He wants that one back, but got to make those throws. He's made some good ones, Jared, so nothing against how quarterback's been playing, but that's the one you want back is catching the defense off guard, run, and you go for the throw right there, and a good throw would have been a touchdown.
Live to fight another day. 2nd down for the Hornets. Pistol formation. Johnson the pistol back. And they go back to the workhorse. Trying to find a lane. Puts his shoulder down. Gives Isaiah Vickers the business on that one.
21 on 21. Probably the best player on defense against the best player on offense. You love to see that. Shoulder to shoulder.
Isaiah Vickers, a 4-star corner. Trading some paint there. Nonetheless, it does give Bishop Moore the 1st down. Back to Johnson. This time nowhere to go. Huge loss. Loss of 6 on the play. And that's one of the first plays we've seen from Florida High to stop Johnson way in the backfield. So now you're facing a 2nd down and long with Bishop Moore from the 31-yard line.
Yeah, all your receivers bottom of the screen. Tight end top of the screen. We'll see if they maybe flare him out or go to one of these star receivers.
2nd down and long. McCullough cuts it. And that one nearly intercepted.
Broken up there on the
risky throw there. Almost intercepted by Antonio Dickey Jr.
You're at like the 29-yard line. Not a lot of confidence with the kicking game, so it looks like they're going to stay on the field here, Jared. We kind of talked to Coach about the struggles at the kicking game. Third down. I'm sorry. 3rd down. Look at me.
It's you're a little.
I'm in mid-season form, though.
You're ready, yeah. You've got the wrong headset on. All right, timeout on the field. Bishop Moore facing a long 3rd down. They'll talk about it. We'll take a timeout here from Memorial Stadium. 5:23 to go here in the third quarter, 28 all. Bishop Moore trying to finish this drive off with a touchdown. They're facing a long third down here. They need to get to the 11 to convert. Early movement up front, play blown dead. Both sides pointing at each other. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah, that's your fault. It's your fault. Whose fault is it really? It's like defense. Oh, they don't talk it over. I mean, if you push it back here, this could be huge for this defense for the Seminoles.
Yeah.
Defense.
It's on the defense, so it allows Bishop Moore to face a more third down and manageable, if you will.
Will remain third down.
So that'll make it third down and about 11. They'll spot the ball at the 24-yard line.
Third down and about 12 for the Hornets.
We'll see if they put it in the air here. 4 receiver set for the Hornets on 3rd and 11. McCullough sets up, throws, looking end zone, dropped it in the basket, but Jackson Anderson can't hold on to it, and that'll bring up 4th down. Good stop there from the Seminoles.
So now it's 4th down, right?
Yeah. Antonio Dickey Jr. on the coverage.
So we're talking about the kicking game earlier. It was 3rd down when I said it, but some struggles with the kicking game. We'll see. It looks like they're going to keep the offense back out there.
Yep, offense is out there unless they're bringing out the let's see. Yep, they're going for it.
Yeah, not a lot of opportunities for the kicking game this year. Last year they lost by 2 because of a blocked kick, so we're talking to Coach about that. He's going for it a lot this year.
They spread it out 5 wide here on 4th and 12. Timeout, Bishop Moore. All right, so we haven't really seen any of the kickers to come out and attempt a manageable field goal. I guess they don't trust their kickers, and we talked about that with head coach Matt Hedrick. He said he wants to get his kicker more opportunities to get out there and kick some field goals because he hasn't had that many this year. They've just been scoring on every drive this season.
Yeah, and he said last year they lost by 2 because of a block that could have been a field goal to take the lead. So definitely wants to get reps in the kicking game. Looks like they're not going for it here. A closer game. This is kind of the experience, though, overall that Bishop Moore wants to get into. Lake Mary next week, down the stretch with some playoff games ahead of them, and that's something that they want to look at. So this is the adversity that they're looking for, and we'll see if sophomore quarterback can step up and really show the team why he's the leader now after taking over from a star last year when he was watching from the bench as a freshman.
And you mentioned adversity. This is one of the few times Bishop Moore has seen or felt that. I mean, Florida High, that's a playoff team. They've just been riddled by injuries. So we'll see what they do here on 4th and 12. Same formation for the Hornets. They spread it out 5 wide. McCullough in the gun. Florida High showing pressure.
5 receivers.
Seminoles bring it. McCullough running out of time. Off his back foot.
Flag.
And that's got to be pass interference, and that's going to be holding.
Did he have him? I didn't get a good look. Did he have him? Like, was he open? Because that was that necessary, that pull right there, but it looks like he kind of lost where his receiver was, and you pull it right there. So
here's the call.
Number 4, Gabriel Miley on that pass interference.
Gabriel Miley on the coverage there. He certainly held him. The ball was underthrown, though. And they're talking about
a lot
this.
of things to talk about.
Yeah.
I mean, he's talking to the head coach on the offense, which was, you're thinking the flag was called. Not much of a decision here.
Well, if it's pass interference, it's an automatic first down.
Right.
I'm not sure what the conversation is about.
Is it hashes? Talking about which hash it's on?
I don't know if the conversation is about, I'm not sure. Bishop Moore is coming back to the sideline. The defense for Florida State University High School is still out there.
Now they're checking with the head coach of Florida State University High School's side.
Unless there's penalties on both sides.
I just saw one flag, unless I missed the second one. And the flag was right where the throw was. So,
yeah, it's at the 5. The head referee is certainly getting his steps in tonight.
Now back to the head coach on the offense.
Yeah. What a ball game this has turned out to be.
It's been great. I mean, if you really think about it, it's been back and forth affair.
Yeah.
And, you know, a team, and we talked about it earlier, they just don't know each other well.
Yeah.
So what are you expecting? We talked earlier in the week, and coach didn't even know who was playing quarterback. Looks like Bishop Moore's getting their way on this one.
So it was a pass interference, and that's going to be the official ruling. So the ball is spotted, looks like around the 12-yard line. If there's pass interference, it's got to be an automatic first down. So it's not a 15-yarder. It's half the distance to the goal. So that's why they're not giving them the first down. Interesting situation there. So it's 4th and 1 now following the pass interference. So it's not automatic 15 yards. It's half the distance to the goal. So they spot the ball at the 13-yard line. So that makes it 4th down and 2.
I don't know, Jared. They're still talking. So it might change again.
They very well could. This is the most drama we've had.
Back to the bench as we go.
I mean, if you're head coach Matt Hedrick, this has got to be frustrating.
Okay, so 4th and 1. Let's say it's 4th and 1. Let's just say that's what they're dealing with here. You're going up the middle with your star running back, and you're going to get the first down.
Yeah.
I mean, is that not the play
at this
call?
point, I don't think you kick the field goal. You haven't done it all night.
No. You're definitely going for it. I mean, I don't think there's a doubt. It looks like the quarterback hasn't left the field. There's no situation where they don't go for it. I don't think you get greedy and try to throw the ball, even if it's a little screen pass. You go straight up the middle with your star running back, get the first down, reset downs, and so looks like they figured it out, and they're still having a 4th down marker on the sideline. So 21's on the field, and for good reason.
And if you're looking at it defensively, you know, Bishop Moore hasn't shown anything for them to kick the field goal and settle because Florida High has been able to drive down the field. So after all the drama, 4th and half a yard. Bishop Moore going for it. McCullough on the keeper. I don't know. Did he get it? Looks like he was stopped short. And the Seminoles get the stop. Turnover on downs. A huge stand for the defense.
I don't know about that call. I would go with your workhorse, the guy who's been running it really well all year, all game, all year, the whole season. Huge stop by the Seminoles to get back on offense there. And this goes back to it. So keep it in the book is not going for the field goal, which we both agreed. You run the ball there. You don't go for the field goal, but that could really hurt them down the line in this game in the back and forth matchup.
Bishop Moore hasn't been able to stop the run game from the Seminoles. They've got a chance to take the lead on this drive. Michael Jones has been the star on the ground for Florida High. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. 1st down and 10 from the 17. Back to Jones. Same story. Gets to the 20. 7-yard pickup on the play.
Michael Jones up the right side.
Go back to that play call. I mean, quarterback keeper there was an interesting one. You could see the frustration by the offensive line as they walked off the field when they couldn't convert that. It's a huge play in this game, and now the Seminoles looking to take the lead.
Quick throw to Miller. That's Derek Caldwell. And a flag does come out. And there's a Bishop Moore Hornet down on the field as well. It's Malachi Smith. He does get up on his own power.
We were talking to Jared Hickman before, and 20-plus seasons, he said he's had one losing season.
Yeah.
They're 4-4 right now. Lost their starting quarterback for the year. Lost their star running back for the year. They're playing a team that's 8-0 right now, and they've got the ball driving potentially to take the lead. This team's got fight.
And they've had some calls swinging their way. I mean, if you're Hickman, you've got to be very impressed on where you are in this football game. Once again, another long conversation here with the officials.
Yeah, Tegan Hackett, we were talking to him. I believe it was a hip out for the year.
Yeah, hip flexor.
Was an absolute star as a senior. Michael Jones steps in and has been fantastic. Up the middle runs is really what's been working for the Seminoles team, and I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon.
Yeah, at this point in the game, it's just trying to manage the damage if you're Bishop Moore's defense. So it's going to be a personal foul on Florida High, so that'll back them up. That'll put them at the 10-yard line for 2nd down and 13. So Florida High back to the I formation. Miller checks with the sideline. Michael Jones, the deep back. Miller throws the slant. Too tall for Keenan June. He had man coverage. June had a chance to do something with that one, but the throw too tall.
Yeah, just a little bit too high, like you said. I mean, 6 foot, you need to be 6'1", 6'2" to catch that one. Tough situation now. Swing of emotions back and forth. Can Bishop Moore make the stop here, get some confidence on the field for their offense, who's putting their helmets back on and getting ready to get back in this game with a huge 3rd down and a long way to go.
Florida State University High School out with 4 receivers, 3 at the bottom of your screen. Bryson Brown, the running back this time. Snap off the mark. Miller grabs it, takes it up the middle, and he'll get what he can. And that'll be a great play for the defense. First guy to get there, Dion Plummer, the sophomore defensive tackle. And here comes the kicking unit, the punt unit for the Seminoles.
So we had a lot of offense to start the first half. Some flags in the second and some defense really making plays on both sides. A huge stop by the Seminoles and now a great stop by Bishop Moore to get the ball back. And these returners are on the 45-yard line, Jared.
Campbell boots it away. Short kick. Malachi Smith fields it from the 40, trying to get away and dragged by his foot. Crowd didn't like the tackle. That's the 4-star. Vickers on the tackle. So Bishop Moore still set up with great field position. Florida High had a chance to take the lead on that drive, couldn't do it. So, finally the defense for Bishop Moore gets a good stop, and here comes the offense again with a chance to go back in front.
With nothing working right there by the Seminoles, we'll see if the run game can start working again for Bishop Moore. The Hornets, and they've been really good. I'd give it to 21 again and again and again.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. You got it, Ryan. Johnson up the middle, breaks through, knees to chest, touchdown, Bishop Moore. Amari Johnson's been pounding the rock all night. Hat trick for the senior. 3 touchdowns on the night.
What a touchdown by 21, Amari Johnson. The senior just steps up when they need him most to take back the lead. And it's so much power, Jared, with what the running game can do. And you saw it right there. A huge swing right there for Bishop Moore.
And the kick, no good. First miss on the season for the point after for Salas. So that could end up being a big play. 3:19 to go here in the third quarter. Nonetheless, Bishop Moore in front by a touchdown. How about the night for Amari Johnson? We'll take a quick timeout here from Memorial Stadium. Bishop Moore responds after a turnover on downs. Amari Johnson finishes off an impressive drive, goes in for his third rushing touchdown of the night. They did miss the field goal, so that could be something interesting to keep in mind. Here comes the Seminoles looking to respond. And Bishop Moore's coverage on the kick is good. They'll start this drive from the 19-yard line. Barack Sneed on the return.
He didn't say his nickname.
The president.
A huge miss on the extra point there, though, Jared. So 6 points instead of 7.
Yep.
Keep a note of that going into this fourth quarter, because that could be huge. But obviously the Seminoles need to make something to happen on offense.
34-28 your score. 3:13 to go here in the third. No shortage of offense in this game. Jamie Miller, the sophomore quarterback, leads his offense back out on the field. 4-receiver set. Michael Jones, the running back. High snap. Miller trying to jump on it. And he does. Another negative play for the offense, and this could be a big spot for the Seminoles. They need to keep their composure in this game and not let it get away from them.
Yeah, that's a huge momentum shift with the snap. Obviously, you got to just jump on that one, which the sophomore did a good job on. Inside the 5 and dangerous right now.
Second and I-4 long here for the Seminoles. They keep it on the ground. Jones up the middle. Has been working all night. Gets a lot of that yardage back. And how about him just moving the pile there? Gets all the way to the 25-yard line to make it third and manageable now for Florida High.
What a run. I mean, getting back into this, making it, like you said, manageable is the word. That might be an understatement. I mean, that's exactly where they, obviously they want the first down, but exactly where they want to be going into this third down.
Big time run now makes it 3rd and 4 for Florida High. And they pause play for a moment. All right, we're good to go. 3rd down and 4 for the Seminoles at their own 25. Michael Jones on the left hip of Miller. Up the middle, Jones
got it.
Has the first down.
What a response right there. You fumble the ball, you run it up the middle, and then you rely on your junior running back, Michael Jones, again, and he finds the first down.
Came into this game with just 227 rushing yards on the season. He's added to that a great deal tonight. Fresh set of downs for the Seminoles. Back to Jones. That time the defense was there. Big time tackle by Mateo Rivera. Rivera had a sack, 2 TFLs last week against Tavares. 1 yard gain on the play.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Seminoles. 4-man rush for Bishop Moore. QB design run and keeps it on the option. And how about that Hornets defense starting to swarm?
Great move by the defense right there. I didn't mean to cut you off, Jared. I mean, really needing to step up here when they need it most, especially with the running game working again for the Seminoles. And they got called and they answered the bell.
Under a minute to go here in the third. 3rd down and 8 for the Seminoles.
3rd down for the Seminoles. 8 to go.
4 receiver set. Bishop Moore showing pressure. Miller sets up, pumps, loads, throws, and nobody home. Intended target was Gabriel Miley.
Looked like a miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback there. Kind of stopped his route, and the quarterback thought he was still going.
Brings up 4th down, so now the punt unit comes out for the Seminoles. You got to play the field position game now. 25 seconds to go in the 3rd. Bishop Moore.
And the punting hasn't been great so far for the Seminoles, so doesn't look like they're giving them that far back with both returners.
Estrada and Smith back for the return. One of the better punts of the night for Florida High. That one rolls, and Bishop Moore will have the ball spotted near the 37-yard line. So a chance for Bishop Moore to add to their lead. 34-28 with 14 seconds to go. I mean, if you're head coach Matt Hedrick, you got to imagine they're going to pound the rock with Amari Johnson here.
Got to. Pound the rock. Keep the ball on offense. Let this defense rest. They've earned it. They deserved it. And the best way to do that is to run the ball. 21's been terrific so far. They should have gave it to them on that 4th and 1 when they turned it over on downs. But, you know, this offense has been going through 21, and for good reason.
3 rushing touchdowns on the night for Johnson. 1st down and 10 for Bishop Moore. This time they throw underneath to Matt Sullivan, and no gain. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Jason Harville. And that's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a game we got here at Memorial Stadium. 34-28. It's been an offensive juggernaut. We'll see what happens in the closing quarter here at Memorial Stadium on homecoming. Welcome back to Varsity Sports Nation as we get set for the start of the 4th quarter. 9 straight home wins for Bishop Moore going back to last season. 34-28. Hornets trying to extend their lead. And it's been the Amari Johnson show tonight. 3 rushing touchdowns. And he gets it there for a short game. Call it a gain of 3.
Yeah, this team's won 6 games by 20 points or more this season, Bishop Moore. And when they came into this game, they didn't know what to expect. Early in the week, we talked to head coach of Bishop Moore, and he said that he didn't even know who the quarterback was going to be. We found out that the star quarterback for the Seminoles is sitting down. He's hurt, and the sophomore stepped in, and Bishop Moore's trying to finish this game out strong and take another big lead.
They're facing a 3rd down and 7 here from the 46-yard line. McCullough with pressure in his face, loads up, far side. That's connected and caught by the big tight end, Drew Follett. First catch of the night, 10th on the season.
Yeah, if you stand on the field next to number 88, there's no lie that guy.
He's a unit.
He's a unit. You know, I'll give you credit. You made these boards. You got heights for every single guy, except for the tallest guy in the field, Jared. What's that? We don't have the height for him?
We got to blame Max Preps for that one. First down and 10 for Bishop Moore at the Seminole 40.
I mean, you got the offensive line heights. You don't have the tallest guy in the field?
QB design run. McCullough, foot race to the end zone. How about the night for the sophomore? Could be a dagger, but it is a heck of a play from 7. Fourth rushing touchdown on the season for Blake McCullough. The nephew of the former tight end, Greg Olson. Matt Hedrick said McCullough is a student of the game. He's got legs and wheels as well.
Hey, Greg Olson, he said, came down and had a Pop Warner event here, and it's incredible what he does. He's coaching his kids' game now up in Charlotte, and some of the assistant coaches on Greg Olson's team. How about Jonathan Stewart and Luke Keekley? It's a pretty good coaching squad.
Pretty good. Future Hall of Famers.
Yeah, it's actually at the airport in Charlotte on Sunday. Got on, Greg Olson was getting off. I was getting on his plane. How about that? From one color guy to another.
Right, you should have said something to him like,
no, I don't do that.
I'm calling a big game this week.
Exactly. Well, his nephew's balling out tonight.
All right, Nick Salas drives that one through, missed the last field goal or the point after try. So your score 41-28, 10:52 left to go in the game. And before the season started, Blake McCullough said he wanted to throw 30 touchdowns and throw for 3,000 yards, and he's on pace to certainly do that. And you look at his numbers, he's similar to what Bjorn Jurgensen did in his senior year. So if you're head coach Matt Hedrick, you've got your quarterback for the future. A lot of schools in Florida looking for their quarterback next season, but I don't think Bishop Moore's going to have those problems moving forward.
Yeah, we talked about really throwing the ball great, but showing the legs as well. It's definitely not a run-first quarterback, doesn't even use it as really an option, and he showed it there that it is an option, and that's going to grow and grow as the years go on here as a Hornet quarterback.
Bishop Moore trying to get set for the postseason. They've already wrapped up the district title. Here's another return from the president. Barak gets upended, and then Florida High will have this drive start from the 30-yard line. Good tackle there from the coverage of Bishop Moore. All right, so Florida High in a tough spot here. Down 2 scores, 10:45 to work with. We'll see what the sophomore quarterback for the Seminoles can do in Jamie Miller. Solid night overall. We've seen some ill-advised throws, a couple mental errors and mistakes, but he's played well so far. But now it's crunch time. You got to imagine they got to throw the ball a little bit and push it down the field.
We did a pregame phone call with Coach Hendrick, and he said that, I wrote it down, he said he coaches he doesn't coach to win. What did he say?
Doesn't coach to win.
I don't know if I bought that. He coaches for fun. Oh, wow.
Well, this guy plays to win. How about Michael Jones trying to outrun the defense? Can he get there? Down inside the 5. And what a huge play for Michael Jones. And now the Seminoles back in business.
What a play right there. And if you see at the end, though, the defender tried to punch it out, a little peanut punch at the end to rip the ball out. Huge run there, saying that the Seminoles are not out of this game.
Unreal game for Michael Jones. Jones and Florida State High going so fast, the chains can't even get set.
I think the chain gang's doing him a favor. He's giving him a little rest.
First and goal for the Seminoles at the 2. I formation.
I think 19's getting this one.
They give it to him inside. And they rule him down. They call him down at the 1, inside the 1. What a response from Florida State High.
Back to Matt Hendrick, and it said he coaches the right way, he doesn't coach to win. I thought that was quite the soundbite he gave us before this game. We were kind of smiling on the phone. He's been winning a lot, looking for his 9th win in a row this season, 9-0 if they win this one.
Let's see if his defense can win and stand tall here. First and goal They give it to Jones, walks in, untouched, touchdown. Michael Jones into the end zone.
Mr. Jones in for the touchdown.
And the Seminoles refuse to go away.
That was all 19. I mean, that whole drive was just 19. Really stepping up when they need him most. I mean, he's been an incredible player for them. The Seminoles really needed somebody to step up, and he's been doing that so far.
Jared Hickman all the way out on the field. He's trying to get the attention of the referee. Not sure what he's pointing at. The clock was running, so they'll have to reset the clock. We've mentioned it all game. We mentioned it in the open. Florida State University High School, they're 4-4, but as we've seen tonight, this is a team, they've made the playoffs, but they don't play like a 4-4 team at all.
No, not at all. I mean, this team has fight. This team's not giving up. Some reasons why you would see that the game potentially could be.
So 17 seconds put back on the play clock. 9:30 to go, or the game clock, excuse me. Tucker Campbell out for the point after. And Trenton Gummer trying to get a jump to block it. Went a little too early. Haven't called Trenton Gummer's name tonight a whole lot. At all, actually.
Offside on the Hornets.
What a heck of a football player he is. Game's not over, though. We can still see some fireworks and highlights from that kid.
Yeah, and overall, just back and forth affair. We expected offense, but we really didn't know what we were going to get. And we got offense. Some stops as well. That fourth down stop by the Seminoles was huge, and a big shift, though, with Bishop Moore. And we'll see if Bishop Moore can keep the offense going.
Campbell puts it through the pipes. One-score ball game again. 9:30 remaining in the game. 41-35. Your score, and the Seminoles keeping this thing interesting as Bishop Moore fans sweating on the sidelines. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation from Memorial Stadium. Hold on, everybody. We've got a good game here. 9:30 left to go. A lot of football to go. Bishop Moore in front, 41-35, trying to hold off this Florida High team from Tallahassee. It has been an offensive shootout between these two teams, Ryan.
So the score is 41-35, 9:30 left in the game. What's the winning number? What do you need? 50?
You might need more
55?
than that. You might need more.
I'm not doing math right, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, you were a math major, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's good to see you, man.
You too, man.
We used to work in Birmingham together. Back with the headsets on.
Yeah.
And a good game here in Central Florida.
Yep, Bishop Moore has your former high school, Lake Mary, next week.
Lake Mary next week. Coach Perry was coaching when I was there, and he's still coaching, doing some good stuff. They got a Notre Dame, I believe, quarterback commit in Grubbs. But right now they got a test in front of them with Seminoles.
Johnson with 3 rushing touchdowns. They go right back to him on 1st down and 10. Short game, picks up maybe 1. And this is a huge drive for the Hornets. It's been a busy night for Amari Johnson, busy season. Central Florida's leading rusher. Heavy formation for the Hornets. Back to Johnson. Patient, reads the hole, and met by Isaiah Vickers after a short game.
Hey, keep a good eye on the clock right now. This is where you really try to bleed it down, you got the best running back on the field, which is kind of tough to say because
Yeah.
Seminoles had a pretty good running back, too, as a second string that's now been starting in Michael Jones. But, obviously Amari Johnson's been doing really good. Let's see if Coach Hendrick tries to bleed that clock a little bit, but don't get too greedy because then the ball could be back with the lead. So you got to be strategic here on how you play it.
3rd down and 6 for Bishop Moore. McCullough sets up to throw. Floats one. Austin's got it. In stride. Turning on the burners. Radar gun speed. Outrunning the 4-star. Huge home run for the Hornets.
A play that you needed at the toughest time in the game, and the sophomore McCullough finds his guy, the Illinois commit, and like you said, Jared, a good player that was playing defense on him. That's star on star, and the senior won that battle.
Just like music, McCullough and Austin in rhythm. What a game, man.
That looks like about a 74-yard pass from
King and Austin, the Illini commit.
Yeah, and you could just tell when he caught the ball that the separation he got after he started running with the ball was just impressive. Hands on the hips, and for good reason. He ran fast there, putting the team on his back, and looks like they're going for 2 here to make up for that missed
They're going for 2. Yep. Man, Kenyon Austin averaging over 100 yards per game as a receiver. He's going to have his 3rd consecutive 100-yard game.
Coach fired up about that. Getting praise from his teammates and his coaches on the sideline.
I love messing with Coach Hedrick. It's hard to get a rise out of him, but you see the intensity on the sidelines, though.
You mean the coach that told us he doesn't play to
Yeah,
win?
right, coming from a guy.
He just plays fundamental football, and he's guy knows how to
Quick
win.
throw, McCullough. There's the big tight end, Drew Follett. We don't have his height, but he's a big guy. Could be 6'7". We don't know. Nonetheless, 2-point conversion good. Bishop Moore in front, 49-35. We thought it would be a race to 50. I don't know. We might see something over that.
You just made 2 6'7" jokes on a broadcast. I just cannot believe this.
And I play 0 video games. Well, I used to, but.
What a game, though. I mean, what a game overall.
This is your first one.
First one. Coming from Birmingham, where we covered a little bit of Alabama football, a little bit of Auburn football, you and I. And back in Florida calling some high school football, and we got a great game offense. You see a lot of, especially when we were up in Alabama, a lot of running teams, and it's
Austin Pugh, outside linebacker. All right, 8:05 left to go. Can the Seminoles respond again? 49-35.
And if you look, though, Jared, I know it was a great touchdown, but not a lot of time off that clock.
You're right.
They scored. So
it's a good point.
They tried to run it. 3rd down. They kind of had to throw it. They were, they had a long way to go, and it worked out. And obviously, Coach would take the touchdown 10 times out of 10, but you got to keep an eye on that clock because this team could score in bunches, and you saw what happened the last time they had the ball.
1st and 10 for Florida High. From their own 41-yard line. Jones, the running back, he's been special all night. Quick throw, that one batted down by Mateo Rivera.
Mateo Rivera batting that down.
Huge play by Rivera right there, firing up the defense. Gotta love that effort.
And if you're the sophomore Jamie Miller, you certainly feel the pressure of this moment.
No, it's nice when you can hand it off to 19 and he goes 60 yards. Maybe we'll see that again.
No doubt. Jones, the pistol back. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. 4-man rush for the Hornets. Back to Jones. That time only gets about 1. It's a game of momentum in the defensive front for Bishop Moore trying to make a stand here.
The coach was telling us that this defense, they play together, they fly to the ball, no huge stars, people going to big schools, but they just play together, and you could see it right there, making a big stop when the team needed it the most.
3rd and 9 for Seminole. Passing situation here. And Bishop Moore trying to get a timeout, and they get it in. So Bishop Moore trying to get their coverage right. And we'll see what the Seminoles can draw up here on 3rd and long. Obviously, well, it depends on how you play this. You know, you maybe check it down to an underneath throw, or you play it conservatively, try to get a 4th down and manageable. We haven't seen a whole lot of punting tonight. What do you do right here if you're the Seminoles?
Well, you're talking about defense. What are you looking for is the big question. So that's why they call the defense or the timeout right there on defense is what are we looking at? I mean, maybe a quick throw, but you need about, I want to see, 9 yards. So something good. Do you believe in 19 to get you 9 yards? Do you have 2 downs? At this point, you have 2 downs. So it's 3rd down, but you're probably going to go for it on 4th. I would run it here. I would see what 19 can do. But how about this game? You got a quarterback wearing number 35.
Yeah.
And you got the running back wearing number 19. Don't see that a lot.
You don't, not at all. We'll see what they do here on this 3rd and 9. Big time play coming up here for the Seminoles.
And nothing but a great game by both sides, especially the quarterback 35 and the running back 19. I think a run up here, Jared. No, he goes for it.
They go to the air. He cuts it far side, caught for a 1st down. Gabriel Miley with the grab.
Put his foot in the ground right when he hit his spot. The ball was already in the air, and that was a great throw, but a better route by the receiver, and that was a huge 1st down.
7:26 to go. Clock stopped momentarily. Seminoles using tempo. Uh-oh. Trouble in the backfield, and that's the big defensive end. Throw from Miller, but was it in time? Is it going to be ruled down?
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Follett on that tackle.
Drew Follett with the, well, was it a tackle or a sack?
I think it was intentional grounding.
It will be intentional grounding. Loss of down. So we'll see where they spot the football.
I think it's the Adams family playing right now after that sack. How about that, Jared?
It's perfect. Halloween around the corner.
Halloween, homecoming. Looking to go 9-0.
Yeah.
Jared Oliver on the call. I mean, what else? Talk about a big game.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're just happy to be here. You know? All right, big play here for the Seminoles. 2nd down and forever. They need to get to the Bishop Moore 37. Sophomore quarterback and a jam. Drops back, loads up. And good coverage by Trenton Gummer. Lockdown defense on Seminoles' #1 receiver, Jalen Lurie.
Yeah, even if he got that, I don't think it was in bounds where he threw it. Not looking good right now for the Seminoles. Trying to take some deep shots, trying to get back into this game.
Wow, that's a long way.
PA announcer just said, and 3rd, and wow, that's a long way.
It is. We'll see if he can throw it that far. Maybe they play it conservatively here. 3rd down and complicated, we'll call it. Jamie Miller sets up, feels the pressure, pulls it down himself. He'll get what he can, crosses midfield, and gets a whole lot of that negative yardage back. It'll be 4th down. No, that was 4th down, so it'll be – no, that was 3rd. Now it's 4th down. Excuse me. So now 4th down and 10. Now, do you punt it away or do you go for it?
No, you got to go for it here. Quarterback staying on the field. He got like 20 yards there. They still needed 10 more. I guess you could call this manageable.
4th and 10. Home crowd. Get it into it. Miller sprints right. Eyes downfield. Got to get rid of it. He does. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And Miller slow to get up.
Ball is turned over on downs.
Big time stop. One of the few for the Hornets defense tonight.
I give him so much credit, though. I mean, just fights and fights and fights this offense back. And sack, and then the answer is back with a 20-yard run. Not enough, obviously, in turnover on downs, but I mean, this team is. We talked to Coach Hendrick. He didn't know what to expect. When they fight, you could tell this coach doesn't lose a lot of seasons. He's been coaching a long time on the Seminole side, and for good reason. They're coached really well, and they don't give up at all on drives.
Hornets trying to go 9-0. They're off to their best start since 2015 when they won the state championship. And you got to imagine here, Bishop Moore is going to try to sit on this ball and bleed as much clock as they can with 6:20 left to go in this football game. It's been a lot of fireworks offensively. You know, we've said it before. The Seminoles, they're 4-4 on paper, but you see the talent that they have on that sideline. They've been riddled with injuries. They don't have their starting quarterback. They don't have their starting running back. I'm sure they have other injuries around their roster as well, but they put up a heck of a fight. Still not over here against Bishop Moore, but the Hornets have looked the strongest offensively.
Amari Johnson, this is his drive right here. Seal this game on homecoming in front of the home crowd.
1st and 10 for Bishop Moore at their own 47. Back to Johnson, so patient. Falls for a gain of 5.
And Jared, you talked about that 2015 championship game, and we asked, or championship team with Bishop Moore, and we asked about the comparisons. Obviously, you and I cover Nick Saban. I said, Jared, you can't ask a coach about two things. Hypotheticals and comparisons. You can't ask Nick Saban that. You asked Coach Hendrick that. He said, look, part of that 2015 team, some similarities. You got to get luck with seeding in the playoffs, so we'll see where this team goes. But he's looking for the championship story. Can this team do it? Looks like they're on their way to another win, but they got to seal it off here.
They've got the talent to do so. Good stop there from Florida High on 2nd down. Loss of 2 yards brings up 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets.
Coach that's been there for 20-plus years, and Hendrick, and knows what it takes to win, but hasn't seen a state title since 2015. And when you get a team that's going 8-0, potentially 9-0, it's a special thing. And you don't get teams like that a lot. And you have a sophomore quarterback, but you got the star running back as a senior. A lot of promise this year.
McCullough has his tight end wide open. Drew Follett, big man, trying to get there, stays on his feet, rolls in for a touchdown, and that could be the dagger here at Memorial Stadium. Big number 88 in for 6. First touchdown on the season for the junior.
That was sheer will, ladies and gentlemen. Drew Follett.
Got hit at like what, the 7 or the 5, and he stiff-armed a few guys, and momentum just said, I'm going to the end zone here on homecoming. And this isn't even his final homecoming. As a junior, he's got one more season, and that's nice to have as a sophomore quarterback, and then this guy coming back for one more year.
Bishop Moore in full control over the half-century mark. 56-35, 4:43 to play. And this team has what it takes to make a run to the state championship. Well, all of you at home have certainly got your money's worth tonight. 56-35. We've seen fireworks offensively. We've seen everything in this game except an interception, and we also see a cartwheel from the president, number 82, Barack Sneed. That's his new nickname. I hope his friends call him that going forward.
It's just so funny. It's immediately saw.
We do have an injured Hornet out on the field at the 25-yard line. So they'll check on him, and head coach Matt Hedrick is out there to evaluate as well. So it's been quite the game. So he does get up. Can't get a number on that.
Great to see that right there.
Yeah, so good, all signs positive for that. But, I mean, this game has had everything except an interception. You know, we've seen a couple punts, but –
a few nicknames as well.
Some nicknames. Yeah, I'm good for that as well. I got to get you a nickname.
It's okay. It's all right.
Hen dog.
How about good game, Ryan? How about this
good game, Ryan? You brought the good luck, man. I think this is the most exciting game we've had on Varsity Sports Nation. We got a couple players taking a knee. Trying to get an idea of who they may be looking at. It looked like the number was
I thought he got 15, up. And then, yeah.
It's like it may be another player. But nonetheless, though, this has been an incredible game. Bishop Moore, I mean, we talked about it in the open that tonight.
Good to see both guys got up there. But, no, back to the game. I mean, a huge game overall. Offense. And we keep on talking about it before. What to expect. Mm-hmm. We were on the field before the game, talked to both coaches. Really, obviously, defense was not the star. It was the offense on both sides. But you got injuries on the Seminoles side. But for the Hornets, I mean, talk about a complete game on offense, running the ball, throwing the ball. And you've got great defense as well. Yeah. That's a recipe for success. And we talked to Coach Hendricks about it. Here's the stretch where you need to start winning games and winning meaningful games. This is a team that is good. And then you have Lake Mary next week, then the playoffs. Yeah. That's a big momentum, this win, if they can. Looks like they're going to get it done.
Yeah, big measuring stick game here. Looks like Bishop Moore will take care of business. Then you've got your rival, or one of the rivals in the area, Lake Mary. They've got a pretty good quarterback over there. I like to call him Tom Brady. He's been there for 4 years and has just ripped apart defenses in Central Florida. Notre Dame commit, has all the intangibles. We'll see how we kind of see the older guy, the elder statesman against the young guy in Blake McCullough. That'll be a good matchup as well. Here's 2nd down and 10. Nice catch from Bryson Brown.
Yeah, back to Lake Mary. Went to the state title last year, lost in the state title game. I followed them as an alum when I was up in Alabama covering sports up there. But it's just it's really impressive to see the talent in Central Florida and how Lake Mary's been able to show how good they are. And for Bishop Moore to take on a team like this tomorrow is a measuring stick game, like you said, to see what they can do against one of the top teams, not only in Central Florida, but in the state. And what Coach Perry's doing over there, and he's been doing it since I was there. I'm a 2013 grad. It's impressive. So to see what this Hornets team can do is going to be interesting.
Miller showing the wheels off here on 3rd down. Flags fly everywhere. I think he ran for 30 yards on that play. Picked up
30 yards and got 5. I want to see some tape of you. What, did you play quarterback back in the day?
Yeah, I was the pocket passer. I had the ability to run, but I hated running. I wanted to show I had the arm.
Yeah.
I was that guy.
You do?
Yeah. Oh. And now that I look back, I wish I ran more.
Yeah.
You think you could tackle me as a defensive lineman?
No comment. No comment. We're focused on the game in front of us, Jared. We're not talking about it.
I mean, we can play.
I'm sorry I asked.
We can play after the game.
No, it's fine.
All right, it's fine.
I'll just talk about sports.
Let's just continue to watch Jamie Miller, I guess. All right, 3rd down and long for the Seminoles. Call it 3rd and 18. Miller floats one far side, too far in front for June, and a late flag. Looks like it's going to be in the area of pass interference.
Yeah, it's looking like the defense going to get called on that one.
Aiden Grimm on the coverage. Check that, Elijah Pinkston. One thing I've noticed over the last couple years, I've been in, Orlando for a while now, and I see the the recent investment that the school has put in here at Bishop Moore. They got this new facility here, new weight room, the fan store, new turf.
Let's pause right there. The fan store.
Yeah, the fan store
was
incredible.
awesome.
Yeah. How many high schools have a fan store?
I don't know a lot of high schools that have fan stores, and this school does, and that's all. We walked in there before. We're like, got a fan store.
Well, I'm going to put this out here. I would love to get some free gear.
Of course you would.
I would love to get – come on, man. We're doing the broadcast. We could get a hoodie or something.
Oh, man. Jared trying to get some free stuff.
Oh, I love free merchandise, man. Do you not?
I liked the store. It was nice. They did a good job. They were very friendly in there. Impressed by the whole facility. See, this is a pivot. I'm not talking about free stuff. I'm moving on now. Weight room. They got the locker room down there. I mean, really, obviously brand new turf as well. So,
and it's kind of what you have to do in this day and age of high school football. You got to invest. Transferring is wide open in Florida now, and that's another story for another day, just trying to hang on to your players, because you can transfer within district or, go to a powerhouse school. So, you got to build those things and keep things attractive for these young football players.
And when you have a window, you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And it's looking like this is a window this year for this Bishop Moore team. We talked about it earlier, 2015, the last time they won a state title. We asked about the comparisons and the hypotheticals about what this team looks like compared to the team that won it in 2015, and he went there. I'll give you credit. I made a joke that you don't ask about old teams, but
yeah,
Coach went there, and Coach Hendrick said there's some similarities.
Yeah,
but there's also every team's different, and it depends on how the playoffs drop for them and who they're going to play, and can they really play well down the stretch. And it starts tonight, and it looks like they passed the first test.
2nd down and 10 for the Seminoles. Miller cuts it, in trouble, and it's intercepted. What a grab from the Gremlin. Trenton Gummer, haven't called his name all night. He finally makes a big play. What a heck of a football player. Trenton Gummer, the Gremlin Delaware commit. Absolute playmaker.
So we were going in break, and we said we've had a touchdown, we've had fumbles, we've had missed kicks. We just haven't had an interception.
We got everything now, baby. Heck of a game on Varsity Sports Nation, baby. I mean, how about Trenton Gummer? We asked Matt Hedrick about him. He's played all 4 years. Heck of a football player. He was always looked at as undersized, just 5'10", maybe 170. But he's a guy who wrecks games at the line of scrimmage. And this may be a long shot, but I think his player comp could be similar to what Tyrann Mathieu was for LSU. That's just the kind of style he plays with. I'm not saying he's
No,
just
you're
as
good. My favorite thing is, you do a great job prepping, and I've seen your board and stuff. I'm new to the whole play-by-play world, and man, Jared, you had so many notes on this guy, and you were waiting for that interception. And when you got that was you were so happy to drop Delaware commit.
Got it in
You
there.
had the Honey Badger comp ready to go, written down on the board. I mean, talk about a perfect game for a play-by-play for you.
I've covered this team enough times to know that Trenton Gummer's a dog. He just messes up things. That's why I call him the Gremlin.
Big moment when Delaware came calling, though. We talked to Coach about that.
Yeah, and, head coach Matt Hedrick told us that, Gummer is one of his favorite players that he's ever coached just because of how hard he works. He's ultra competitive, doesn't back down from anybody. And he's a heck of a player, just 5'10", 170. But I got to say, if he was 6 foot, maybe 190, we'll be talking about a whole different story about where he plays football.
Great pick. I mean, just a really good pick, and really seals it. Obviously, running back change here as well, 26 in the game.
Yep.
I would rest the start, too.
Donovan Ferrafino on the carry.
Ferrafino is difficult to stop. That's a pickup, another pickup.
It's been an all-around game here for Bishop Moore, except defensively. I mean, this is the second game they've just given up so much up the middle, and that's got to be a concern if you're at Matt Hedrick going forward because, your offense is great, but once you get into the postseason, you don't want to have to rely on a sophomore quarterback to win you every single game.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some bright spots, though. To see number 7 use his legs is really impressive. Usually you saw a few throws that I think at the next level they're really going to like.
Yeah.
And he's got a few years before those guys are going to want him to come to the college level, being just a sophomore. But to show his legs, especially if other teams see that, it keeps them honest. And I think that coupled with 21 in the backfield, it's going to be dangerous for them. Amari Johnson's had a great game as well. And this team's pretty complete. We'll see what they can do to end this season and get into the playoffs.
So Florida State University High School, they're going to go to 4-5, but they're still going to be in the playoffs. If you're head coach Jarek Hickman, what are you telling your team after this game?
Well, we talked to him before the game, and you could tell he was just absolutely crushed by the injuries. And looks like that's going to be
that's it,
wrapping it up. Great win overall for them. A tough team, a tough matchup, and he was saying that a lot of people want to play him. They're in a tough area, and he doesn't back away from a challenge. So a big game overall and a big win for Bishop Moore.
All right, that'll do it. Final score, 56-35. It's been an offensive juggernaut tonight. We've seen two teams who really know how to spin it through the air. We've seen the ground game for the Seminoles. Your final thoughts in this one overall?
9-0.
9-0.
I mean, a 9-0 team that showed why they're a 9-0 team. You got Lake Mary next week. We talked about that. What can they do in the future? But 9-0 is – there's no joke to this team. They can do it all. They showed on defense at the end as well. So an impressive win by Coach Hendrick's team.
Best start to the season, or wrapping up the season. They go to 9-0. They won a state championship back in 2015. Those conversations are starting to happen. You don't want to put the jinx on anything, but this Bishop Moore team looks special and looks like they'll do some damage in 3A.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the better teams in this area, and for good reason. And a great game. I mean, what a shootout that was. Back and forth in the beginning, and then after that, it just was really, really impressive overall. So this was fun. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate you giving me the chance to call alongside you. But coming from Birmingham, now we're back here in Florida.
Yeah, your hometown, Orlando.
An absolute great game overall, and this was fun. This was a lot of fun. Taking on Lake Mary next week, back here with a great crowd on homecoming. Can't beat it.
All right, man. Pleasure to have you on. Great job tonight. Final score is 56-35. Bishop Moore goes to 9-0. We'll see what they can do against the boys from Lake Mary next week. You're watching Varsity Sports Nation Friday Night Lights. Heck of a game tonight. We'll see you next week.
Varsity Sports Nation.